Welcome back. This is episode 8.
See.
You're gonna have to remember that every time.
I know.
So last time we left off, you were being bear hugged by one of the hags, and everyone else was bottlenecking into this room that we can now see. And Gaz was trapped outside with the father of the kidnapped child. And the last person in initiative was Uthal.
Alright, from where he is at, he has does he have a clear shot to this, whatever this creature's head or upper extremities or anything? Be able to throw a couple javelins at it?
Yeah, I'm gonna say it has a half cover just from him and other people in there.
Okay, he's going to thing. Get off me! 20 and 16, 22.
20 and 22, but those both hit, even with half cover.
So 22 damage.
For one or total?
That's a total amount. And these were the silver tipped, if that needs any difference on these.
It does.
Oh, goody.
Yeah, so they take 11 points of that damage. So you see them, one stick in and fall out, and one just basically scrape off her other side.
Wonderful.
And that's it for you?
Yes.
Theodred.
Alright. Get the hell off me!
And I try to
Break grapple.
break grapple.
Okay. What'd you roll? 9.
Wait, he has me from behind? She has me from behind?
No, you're trying to struggle and get out. She's got you crushed.
Yeah, how does she have me?
You were facing her, so it's like literally a hug.
So
She's
okay.
hugging you. In warnings.
That didn't work.
Bonus action, second wind.
You're gonna try even harder.
Come on,
this
Steel
time.
Thread. You must break yourself loose. Throw her
I
off.
guess I could action surge. I just said
Suplex.
second
round.
Yeah. I was like, I want health back.
I'm confused.
Suplex her?
Yes.
You're regaining health. Or would you like to?
No,
Okay.
no, I need to hit him. When I action surge, I want to hit him. So I'm just going to regain some health. D10. Play it. Oh, I don't
Jumanji.
the carpet. D10s aren't necessarily 9 points back.
Whoa. Okay.
So, yeah, I'll just catch my breath, and that'll be it for me.
Okay, yes.
Alright. Didn't want to use these right now, but I'm in dire need to pull out a healing potion, and I'm gonna kick back one of these for, oh, lordy, 5 points of health. It was a bit bitter. Don't know if it was mixed right. Take that
Wait,
help.
did you roll
Or it
them
may have
for
been on
being
the sale
inside the
shelf.
Yeah,
Past expiration
shake him in
date.
here.
That's
I
what
mean,
I've
I'm
done.
like,
That's
I'm
what I did
going
last
to hand
time.
it back to the DM.
Yeah, you gotta swallow the dice, dude.
Yeah. Well, whatever you feel.
So I'll give this back to
You have to digest the potion before you can
Didn't
get
even
me healed.
I took it as, you just go, and it's you.
Oh no, yeah, like
That's what I did.
yeah.
I mean, next time.
You gotta-
Anyway, with my now 5 extra points.
Yeah.
Oh, say it's not my day to die today, and I'm gonna. I use an action to drink those, so I guess I'll move 30 straight through the acid cloud, hoping to get to the other side before I drop again.
So,
Are these 5 or 10 foot?
the 10.
Whoa! I thought never. That's not good.
Oh god.
I guess.
Oh dear God.
Maybe his god won't let him.
You take 10.
I don't have a god right now.
What kind of priest?
I take
are
how
you?
much?
You take 10 acid damage.
How are you a priest with no god?
I'm not a priest.
You're a cleric.
Cleric.
That's the same thing.
And I don't have my turn there.
I got you. Once I-
Do
once
you
I
though?
Yeah.
It's okay. I got giant spiders. You might wake up covered in spiders.
Is it for you?
That is it for me.
I hope you have a
Velk.
scenario for all this guy. Is this what it feels like?
I mean, like, there are people that are around, and
Have the hag make a constitution save.
okay.
DC 14.
Yeah.
I've tried that before. I like only feel comfortable with Balthazar now.
Ooh.
Like
4 plus
DC,
5,
like
so 9.
18 or something like that.
Yeah.
Like beat that.
14 poison damage.
Poison damage. Okay, that's 14 full-on points of poison
Whoa.
damage.
Alright, poison damage.
That'll be my turn.
Nice. So, at the beginning of this initiative, the cloud that you're in just begins fading.
Just look back and Gaz is dying in the middle.
I think there is a god with you.
It's just like stuck in the, like, it's not going away. Oh,
You're like, this is a lot bigger.
oh, I misjudged this horribly. And then release.
Residual gas kills him. Takes one last kind of like at the last second.
5 points of damage.
Yep.
Okay, so you, right in front of you, you hear the hag start shouting back to apparently the hallway.
Sister, mother, there's so many of them. I need someone's help.
There's more.
The best call for help.
And then you hear a little bit of silence, and then,
Quiet, worm. Your sister's busy. I'll send some more help for you.
and you guys hear like kind of like pig squeals from further in the hallway. Yeah, that's a pretty good imitation. And yeah.
Lordy.
Okay. Your turn.
my turn.
Well, no. I mean, it's your turn in her turn.
Oh, yeah, right, my turn to get hurt. Right.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have way, way worse.
Perfect.
What is that? You got 5 2s and 1 6.
5 twos.
Holy shit. Wait, what did they roll? Oh, wait.
She's
Was she
just crushing you more.
squeezing?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can heal. You can feel like your armor buckling and bending.
She's just being a pal and popping your back for you.
Yeah. Yeah, well, there was a few too many cracks.
She's being thorough.
My ribs.
We actually stumbled upon a cave full of chiropractors.
She's like, does one more. Yeah, right. There you go.
That'll be tangled.
You take 27 points of damage.
How many?
27 points of bludgeoning damage.
Is that exactly how much you got?
You rolled how many?
I mean, I rolled.
Some twos? And you're like, oh, that's super low.
I said those were the low numbers. I didn't mention some other numbers.
I'm dead. I actually, like, I feel the life, like, completely, like, and then at the last second, and I use my relentless endurance to keep myself at 1.
Yo!
So you're.
Yeah, almost choked you out.
I'm gonna do something.
Yeah.
Okay, and that does it for her turn.
Oh my god.
Valera.
Now I'll kill somebody. You don't have to wait for us now.
Okay.
Yeah. Now's a really good time.
I forgot, were my spiders with me or were they...
I believe they were on the ceiling, but
I know they were on the ceiling, but were they back in the back with me or did I move them forward? Because I know my plan was to move them forward.
I recall you moving them forward.
They
Okay.
didn't like sticking with you moving.
Because I thought at the end, right before we quit, they were like above where she was.
Oh,
I
that's...
don't know. Their plan is to attack her, so that's where they're going anyway if they're not there already.
So-
And let me look at what their attack is. So they
spiders move up to
scuttle
her?
I'm
forward.
just gonna like slink down from the ceiling and try and.
You know, nah, they're giant spiders. They're just gonna fucking fall on her. Like, I don't gotta worry about hurting him anymore because he's like dead anyway. They are going to both
Sure.
bite her
Okay.
with their full body weight on her. So one rolls a 24, the other rolls a 19 to hit.
Yeah, those both hit.
Do. So that is 5 points of damage for one, 6 for the other, and she has to make 2 DC 11 Constitution saving throws or take poison damage.
So,
they're both
so the
fine.
5 and 6 is piercing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, she takes poison damage anyway from them. It'll just
Okay.
be half if she.
Somebody's gotta get this bitch out. Uthal, you big. Just rip her off!
You said
You like big things and throw it around.
con save is 12 for both of them.
For both of them? Okay, so then she'll take half of. Do you want me just to add up all 4 dice and then half of that, or?
Sure. The
So
total will be the same.
that's 18 total.
So 9. Or
What's your DC?
18.
For the spiders, it's 11 for their bite.
So she takes that poison damage flat.
Cool. And I think because. Yeah, no, she's good.
Yeah, see, you see, like blurred vision and, like, blood is
Yeah.
in your eyes.
Yeah.
And then 2, like, spiders land on the hag's shoulders and, like,
They're big old spiders too.
Yeah.
Uncomfortably big.
I'm barely alive. Breathing
Something
is
fade with
my
kids.
only concern.
No fear of spiders.
There's a lot worse.
Apparently. Varys.
Is the hag wearing any armor by any chance?
Like, not really. It's
No?
basically rags.
Okay.
Her skin is her armor.
Let's see. Alright, I'm just gonna hit her. 11, I'm guessing, does not hit.
Nope.
You kidding me? I don't hit. There's another 11.
What are you trying to do?
I just hit her with my sword.
Well, she's got a Theodred
Yeah.
shield.
Would you not
And
be
two
at
giant
advantage?
spiders
Because she's.
covered in spider.
Well, no, she is engaged with another creature.
No. This time around.
Okay. Well, 2 5s.
I feel like I rolled a 2 earlier.
This
Oh,
is
yeah.
a few.
Oh no!
Oh yeah.
Are they smaller, actually?
Yeah, they're smaller than her.
That's still not covering.
A little bit better. You look at the positives.
You hear more pig-like grunting from behind her.
Gross.
And they hear more gasping for air.
Uthal?
So, does this creature is Theodred on the ground, or is she just still
I'm
got
just
him
standing up.
grappling?
I'm being, yeah, she's just bear hugging me.
Would he be able to have a chance to run and try and knock him out of her grapple?
Make a strength check just to pull him through.
Clear the way, I'm coming through!
Would it just be him contesting the grapple against her?
Yeah, she has a safety seat for it.
Would I have advantage since he does have that higher capabilities on the lifting and pulling and all that stuff?
Against something that's a size larger than yourself?
Yeah, it is bigger.
Everything that is determining carrying,
Yes.
carrying weight, push, pull, drag.
What's the-
It's determined for one size larger.
Nice.
Oh, so you, if you,
Basically, you can pull, carry a 510 pounds, push, drag, or lift 1,000.
But you can, but you would. I don't think you have advantage.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
It wouldn't
Yeah,
okay.
you're trying to it's like trying to pull apart a vice grip
Okay.
with your bare hands.
16,
Vice grip?
Yeah.
23.
23.
Or that would be. Oh wait, no. I'm sorry. 19.
I mean, either way.
Okay.
Either way, you're able to separate her arms from Theodred's back, and you can see an indentation kind of in both the body of Theodred and his armor and his clothing.
Basically, he's just going to try and shove his weight, so Theodred is basically behind him, and he's in between Theodred and her.
Okay.
And that would basically, since he had his movement and his
I would say that's going to do it for your
yeah,
action.
and he already did his action surge and that 4, I believe,
Basically kind of shuffle it a little bit.
because we just took off. He used all those when we were fighting.
Great. Now she can squeeze you. If you can.
So It's a little crowded in here. Maybe I should have made him 5.
Just made the whole thing.
Scale it.
There, heal yourself.
Does that do it for you?
Yeah, because he doesn't have nothing else. He can really.
How does this thing look?
She doesn't look very good. She's more than bloodied.
More than bloodied?
Like the his poison and the poison from the spiders is like commingling, and you can see her like kind of losing balance a little
The
bit.
spiders are determined to paralyze her.
I will. My hand and eyes begin to glow a little bit, and I touch myself. Not in that way.
Crazy man.
And I touch myself with lay on hands. So that way we're all clear. Yeah.
And the hag gets very uncomfortable.
And yeah, I will heal myself for
All of it.
most of it. No, all of it.
Oh, that's right. You got like an entire pool that you can just dip into.
You can, like, just choose how much you heal yourself?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I
I
have
just
I have a
got the
pool that I
power.
have 15 points. Yeah.
I want one.
I want that.
Be a paladin or a cleric.
Nah.
Something.
I've seen. And I'll just stay where I'm at.
Just kind of taking a breath.
Yeah,
Pump
like,
in
yeah,
holy
take-
energy in
yourself
yourself.
Just take a knee for a second, and then just some glowing happens, and I'll stand up after my turn.
Yeah. If anything, Uthal and Theodred are like tanky.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm in the back.
Kaz, you're.
Oh, finally! I'm gonna sprint forward. And I mean sprint 60, get me up there. Hello up there! Hello, Valera, get out of the way!
Oh,
Tea-dish?
guys, you've joined the group.
What's been happening?
Well, we're getting our ashes handed to us.
By what? Move aside.
You look half dead too.
I feel like it.
You can see her like towering over basically everyone that's around her.
Oh,
She
this game sucks.
Theodred doesn't look good, but neither does she.
Glowing eyes. She's pushing him to the edge. And now in my
I
turn.
ain't even got a crack off.
Right. From here,
I've
can I
just been
determine
getting
that
hit.
all of my allies are
How
within
much health
30
do you
feet of sight
52.
within me?
I mean, like right now.
Are they all within what?
Within 30 feet of my vision.
Ever hit something?
Yeah, I hit the guy.
Yes.
The head
Yes, they are.
falls off.
Okay.
And I hit
I'm
the
more
werewolf
comfortable
that
now.
wouldn't die.
And I'm gonna ready myself to cast some spells next time around. I'll end it here.
Okay. Valk.
I've got a firebolt. 19 to hit.
That does it.
For 11 fire damage. And then I will step back a little bit.
Okay. So lights up against her stony skin. You can hear her.
Fire!
That will be it for me.
Okay.
She said sister mother. Was she referring to two people, or is this like an
Two
Alabama?
people greater than one.
Sister mother.
Yeah.
Get out here.
Yeah. It's not sister wives.
Is this what's going through Gaz's head at the moment?
I didn't hear that last one, so no.
But yeah, she said mother.
Definitely.
And then the other one was like, yeah, I don't really.
So she
like,
turns
shut up.
to you,
Fucking
and you see her.
Yeah.
You think it's gonna be a hug, but you see her like long iron nail claws, and she starts going at you.
Give with all.
Blocks with
What
shield.
I love.
So a 18 and a 15 hit.
Neither.
Nice.
That's a fence.
For the so that's both claws, and then she tries and you actually see her getting real close to you, and she tries to bite at you. And another 15.
No. You would have to do better than that, you filthy hag.
Okay, that does it for her.
God.
You're-
The question
With all,
is,
yeah, good thing.
and
hard.
your spiders aren't quite, like on top of her. They're kind of still floating, dangling from the ceiling, just ready to pounce on again. So they actually can't even reach your spiders. They see them floating up there, and they try. It looks like they're going to try, but they make their way past and around the side of the hag. And you
Both
would
of
be
them get up there?
you would be the closest. Just one of them right now.
As it is going by, would Utho have any way to be able to get an opportunity attack?
He's basically
On the other side.
yeah, he'd be in the way.
Oh, okay.
The Raiders would be in the way.
Okay.
They're pushing us.
I don't think either of these hit. So that would be a 7 and a 8.
No.
Okay.
Not really.
So it has a big hammer in its hand, and it tries to come at you, and then you see it try and use one of its tusks, because it's a werebore that you can see it.
Airborne. Alright.
that's fun.
Pigman.
Love fun with you.
Someone get bit.
Man bear pig. He's real, guys.
It goes to you, actually.
So, how close are the hag and the werebore dude?
They're within 5 feet if you wanted to get green flame blade.
Don't mind if I do. I'm gonna hit the pig guy. Another 11. Fuck it. It's my turn.
That hits.
I don't.
Whoa.
11 hits.
11. Oh, never mind. Holy shit.
So what kind of armor is the boar man wearing?
It's wearing
I don't
basic
have that
clothes.
yet, by the way.
Okay.
That's the next one.
So I just got like.
You see like a tough hide and like coarse fur covering it.
Okay, so does he take silver damage?
Yes, he does.
So he takes.
Make a perception check now that he's closer to you. I mean,
Ooh, 16.
okay. So you can see that these guys are kind of like pale and pallid. They don't look very healthy. You can see a bunch of pockmarks on his arms. Kind of like a heroin addict.
Oh. Okay. So interesting. He takes.
Yeah.
What's that? He takes.
Don't worry about that.
Takes 14 slashing and 3 fire, and then the hag takes 10 fire.
10 fire.
What'd you do? Like cleave?
What do you mean?
I should hit both of them.
Green flame blade.
Just and then jump. It jumps.
Gotcha.
And how much did he take?
He took 14 slashing and 3 fire, and then the hag took 10 fire.
One more time. 10 slashing and 3 fire.
14 slashing,
14 slashing and
3 fire. Hag is 10.
Yeah, I got that.
And that should do it for my turn. Yeah, I get the bonus action attack.
Goes to the other board. You can actually hear and it charges like barreling past the hag and his brother, and he's gonna impale you or try and charge you.
Oh,
He impales you.
he just doesn't.
So a 21 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No.
Barely.
So make a strength saving throw.
I hate this dice. 12.
Okay, you are knocked prone.
Let's see if I can do this.
You take 19 slashing damage. And make a constitution saving throw as well.
Here
9.
comes the pain.
9.
Fuck me.
So as its tusks gore you, you can feel just a slight burning sensation in your own body.
Ooh. Cool.
Are you
Please no. How much damage? You said 19?
I think that is correct. Yes.
Perfect. Is it more? Yeah, I'm fine.
Never felt better.
Yeah. Hey, at least I'm not on half health. Okay. I can do that.
Gonna go to Uthal.
So it's going to do 2 strikes with a javelin, trying to jam it right up into her bottom side of her neck, up into her brain. And damn, first 15.
15 does not.
Another one. Both of them missed.
Okay. So one of them, like, she kind of avoids and just slumbers out of the way, and the other one just tink, kind of slips right off of her stony skin.
Someone has to be doing better than this.
That's okay.
Yep, no, that's it.
They're dread.
Alright. Let's see how this goes. And I nick. No, I won't do that one. I'll just hold my blade out and I will cast Searing Smite. So I'll just basically raise it up and a white hot flame ignites from the outside of my blade, and then I will make an attack.
Mm-hmm. So you're looking up and see your sword illuminated.
Natural 20.
There we go.
Oh, it's gonna hurt. So that's an extra d6. We're gonna go ahead and, what is that?
I was just trying to calculate how many dice he has.
I didn't think I was gonna get a natural 20. and then it's double that. So and I'm a d6. 48 points. 48 points.
So you need a 10, and she doesn't resist radiant.
I want to just cleave one solid cleave.
Okay, so she basically sees like an illumination of your sword, and then like your glowering eyes behind that the branding smite.
Searing smite.
Searing smite. And then you hear her shout out,
Sister, mother, they're too powerful.
and it's basically like breast all the way, like collarbone all the way through the torso.
Going on.
Nice.
Fire. And that's not it. Critical allows me to attack again.
Yeah, and killing people.
So you get 2 crits.
No, it doesn't work again.
Okay.
So Uthal has to take, or not Uthal, Theodred has to take the knee and then just come around.
That's the second thing you've hit.
Natural 20.
I saw it happen.
Damn.
Theodred's pissed.
Oh,
So
we're
we'll
burning those
So the next target would be the werebore that just charged Varys.
Start hacking and whacking your way all the way through.
He takes the knee, like gets the power slices, and then he feels the sudden urge to just
So
do
you
it again. And then slices
you all
again.
saw him deny death and then literally come back and just.
Do we have to call him King now?
This is normal power, right?
I mean,
Where
that-
come from.
Okay.
It was an act of prophecy.
46 points of my damage. There's 8 fire in there mixed in with that, and then 19 points of radiant.
Holy cow.
So it is more than bloodied automatically. So do you just like carry your swing through into the next thing, or does it you come back and find another target?
Yeah, I'll just take one like hard swing, and it just kind of carries through into the other one, and like
Hits it across the face.
So you
It was
get
on accident.
yeah. You get charged, and you see it like standing above you, kind of grinning, and then it gets like clipped in the face.
I'm just kind of bringing back around. All right, guys, let's do this.
He's still on 1 HP.
No, I'm at 11.
Oh.
To be ridiculous.
It's like,
Don't be
Jesus
ridiculous.
Christ.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Okay.
Oh, that's all you
Are
got.
you?
Uh-huh.
Because I plan on using Cure Wounds on one of you.
If I had more, well, I do have more, but I don't want to use it.
Oh, yeah, you healed yourself.
Yeah, a little bit. That's it.
Okay. Guys.
Quite an impressive show, Theodred. Thank you. I'm gonna open up the hole. Let's finish these bastards off. I'm gonna raise my cane into the air and summon my spiritual weapon, White Willow, and I'll summon it near the one he just went to town on,
Okay.
and I'll make a spell attack.
You said it has to make a con save. right?
Yes.
Did not get to. Seven.
At the start of its turn. Sorry.
So not right. Not on
Not
yours.
yet. At the start of its turn. And then that's to see if it ignites in flames.
Jesus.
The flame is continuous.
So my spiritual white blazing trident hits it with a 25 to hit.
Yeah.
Well,
And healing D8, so 10 points of what damage do I do? Force damage.
Okay. So it's like right in the chest, I assume.
Just striking him right through the in the heart area.
So he is very much on his last leg.
And I will end my turn, leaving my trident hovering there over Theodred's shoulder.
Do we have the spiritual weapon?
They are. They're in the box.
It's in the. Yeah. I put them all away. So it's like put away.
So I was planning on using it at the 3rd level. It's supposed to
Yeah, so we
3d8 plus 7.
don't burn everything. We still got mom to deal with.
Yeah, I haven't
3d8
used a
plus
spell
7.
slot for a reason. I've been thinking about it, but
You should keep
I'm
the
keeping
damage
them.
dealer.
I have most of
Yeah.
mine left.
What if you heal yourself?
I will
with spell slots.
Okay.
And I did just regain it.
And
I know you're
spell
less,
I got a
but
little bit,
he's
but
more
like-
likely to get hit.
I'm mostly worried about health.
Yeah, I don't have second wind, and I don't have action surge. I can use misty stuff though. That's all I've got.
We don't have any trident,
Yeah.
so you're just gonna have to live with the sword.
Considering I
Increased
can't
by-
use. Mine goes up by a d8 plus
Darn.
your spell mod.
I'm angered.
Excellent, that's dope.
Okay, and Valk.
Wait.
Let's have the wearable in front of me make a con save.
Frank. 10.
9 poison damage. And that'll be my turn.
It would have gone to the sister, but she's dead now. It's gonna go to Lair.
Cool. So, I'm gonna go up behind Theodred and burn a 3rd level spell slot and cast Cure Wounds.
Who's behind me?
That's, what is that, 14,
Oh, that feels good.
25 points of health back.
Voice.
Oh, yeah. Can you get out? I think I'm gonna knock that down.
And then my spiders are gonna bite some people.
Alright, champ.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Oh.
So how does the werebore with that you just hit, or he just hit, look?
Which is the middle one.
Yeah.
It's one of Theodred. Slashed.
Very unhealthy.
Okay. So right now, just the purple spider's gonna go and try and hit him, and see if. Let's see. I think it's a 20 to hit.
I
15
imagine it
plus
is a
5?
spider with a purple carapace.
Yes. They come up the colors of the dice and I put them up as.
Dope.
I have a red and a purple one. And so he has to make a DC 11 Constitution throw, and he takes 7 piercing damage. And then there's 9 total poison damage. If he.
14 for the con save.
So then he takes half of 9.
And how much do you say for the piercing?
Wait, it was. What did I roll for that one? Does anyone remember what I just said?
For the piercing?
Yeah.
Which dice is it?
It's a D8.
So,
I just rolled these ones again. I think it was a 7. I think I just rolled 2
I think
7s.
the 7 was your poison and this one was your piercing.
It's, well, 2 D8s for piercing, 1 D8 for.
Put on that
the
one shirt.
Sorry. There's a 5, 6, 7, 8 for piercing.
Okay. So this thing, the piercing is like, but the poison starts seeping in and it starts like hyperventilating and you hear breath catch and falls over.
Nice. So the other spider's gonna bite the other guy. And I think it misses because that's a 14.
That hits.
Wait, it does hit?
Yeah.
I only have
It's
an
like
11.
AC 11.
Dang. Okay. So he takes 6 piercing damage. Has to make another
Con save.
save. Yeah. For another 9 total poison damage.
21 for the con save.
So he takes half of 9.
And then so even if that other boar had a spitting distance chance of living, because the poison did him in, he would still be paralyzed.
Yes.
So sucks to be that dude.
He's paralyzed for an hour if he's somewhat still alive.
By any chance.
Are you guys looking to take prisoners?
It would be fun to question some people.
They're not people.
No,
Kill
man,
them.
bear pigs.
They're not people. Okay. That does it for you?
Yep.
So, I think this is him. No. Yeah, the first one went. So the wereboar is going to go after you because you are now the closest, and you're still prone. Okay. So natural 20 to gore you with his tusks.
Prohibition! As a reaction, I eat that natural 20. A
Gross.
black spectral visage of the damage sweeps over into my hand, and I take it.
You actually
Negated. Nah, just pull it in my hand.
Do I have to roll the damage still?
Yeah, you just roll regular damage.
And you eat it?
No, so I just prevent the critical from happening.
Yeah, you rolled normal. You don't
Yep.
double it.
I see.
Yeah.
So you
Brave-
take the crit. You like.
Brave
Oh, I'm
domain.
gonna take half that away.
Yep. I deny
You can
that
just
critical
do
stroke.
that?
Yep.
in other
That's it.
people's
As long
ways?
as you're within 30 feet of me, of happening that of that for me.
And then
He has
a
a-
12 to hit from his hammer.
No.
Okay.
I will still parry this damage.
Basically, yeah, he can negate criticals.
Yep.
That's fun.
But it's a divine. Whatever. He
It's
only has-
channel.
Yeah, he
So I
only
only
has
have so many.
one.
Um,
Because I only have one.
Pisha.
Yeah.
I can deny 4 criticals a
So
day.
you take 8 slashing damage.
criticals a day.
And
That's like
I
all the
reduce it
criticals
by
in a
10,
session.
So I take
Yeah.
So you
Yeah,
parry
it's
the
like-
tusks
I think
away
it's at 30
entirely.
feet.
That's true.
It's impressive.
So you don't even have.
Taught you well.
Yeah, you wouldn't have to. You even have to make the con save in that
I'm
case.
sitting on my ass.
And the other one did not hit.
It was one of their turns that I hit.
Hmm.
He's still alive, right?
No, that one died.
He did die.
Yes, that was the one that died.
He's on fire.
We can
He's on fire now.
Yeah, he's on fire.
Okay.
He loses his save.
Just
The
spontaneously
body
combusts.
illuminates.
No, he was on fire from my sword.
Oh, he still is.
Not
Yeah,
spontaneous.
he wasn't able to.
Oh, I thought you were like. Then he catches on fire just
No,
randomly.
like from it hitting like some of that like the holy, flame like gets on
Holy
him
napalm.
and then it
Covered
be-
all over the sword.
yeah, and then it
Holy
begins.
napalm.
Yeah, basically.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well then.
Yeah.
Okay. So I believe it goes to Uthal now.
Okay, he's going to look down. Does the hag appear to be dead, or she's not, like regenerating or
She's
anything?
burnt.
She's super dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there's just the one that's alive, and they're finishing off. I will watch the hallway for oncoming opponents. And he's going to basically brace himself in the center of the hall, be able to look. Can he see anything down the hallway farther?
So you're kind of like posting up here.
Yeah.
So you're able to see a little bit further in, and you can peek just the beginning of another doorway.
Okay. And he's just basically just going to brace himself, preparing for if anything's coming down.
Okay.
actually, could he hold his action?
There you go.
Forgot about that.
Right
Anything
here.
that steps into the hallway, as soon as he can see it, he's gonna have a javelin and throw it.
Okay. Deirdre.
This thing is next to us alive.
Yes.
I swing to hit it.
A little closer. Start a whacking.
15 to hit.
That does.
Not burn the spell slow. "15 points of melee damage. Wait. Yeah, and 6 points of fire damage.
How much was slashing?
15.
You said 6 fire.
Correct.
This guy is also on his last leg.
And I... Oh. Yeah, that'll be it.
Guys?
Right, I'm gonna move 30 feet into the room next to one of these tables with a body on it.
Did you hear me? Like, waiting?
Was it 24?
It was 25.
25.
So yeah,
It
over
was a
next
lot.
to
Trying to read.
this one right here. That's not me.
Hmm.
Back here.
Oh, good.
Right here. That's where I'm gonna end up.
That's
Brace myself against it.
good stuff.
Cast the Cure Wounds on myself at the 3rd level. If I could borrow an extra D8 for the... Right now. Thank you. Bang. So I get 15 health back. And as a bonus action, I'm going to have White Willow take a swipe at the boar's, the back of his neck. So, with a 15 to hit.
That does it.
14 points of force damage.
Force damage. How do you finish this thing?
Decapitation!
So you're trying to just like impact and then and it's like it's not clean, it's kind of messy because it's force damage. Just kind of rips it off.
Blows his head off.
And then he catches on fire.
Let's keep it moving. We got a child to save. And I'll end my turn there.
What if the child was the werewolf?
You're like, shit, they found us out.
Oh.
Taking notes.
Notice children-like feature.
Yeah.
You notice
Dog.
a small werebore.
Are we out of initiative?
No.
No? Okay.
Are you
No.
kidding me?
Well, there's no enemies.
That you know.
Oh.
Well, we need to keep moving. So, I'm going to... Yep, I will Misty step to the front. And
Whoa.
then move up down the cave. And I do still have the see invisibility on the dark vision. So,
Mm-hmm. That's okay.
yep. I will hold my action, the firebolt, in case anything comes up.
And you 3 to make Constitution saving throws.
3?
Not you.
You had to move up to give Theodore help, didn't you?
Yeah, but he's moved since then.
Alright.
Is it Uthal?
He was like where you are.
Yes.
Natural one.
Can't do anything about those.
Yeah.
That's another guy's ability.
This dice is just
22.
22.
fucking ones and twos and
15.
20s.
You make the save. So.
You either were really good or you don't.
Yeah.
So
It's all
you
I've
two
rolled.
feel
I
like
rolled one
this
and
like
two and
slight
2
lifting
twice.
pressure,
You need
and you see him basically rocket up to the
Oh,
ceiling.
That smarts. That makes me ache.
What is going on? Did you feel that too, Valkyrie?
Indeed.
Oh, I knew you felt
Yes.
You take 5 bludgeoning damage.
Oh my fucking kill all these goddamn hags.
And you hear from deeper within the cave.
You've killed one of my daughters. You'll pay. You should leave.
And that will do for her. Falira.
So nice if we would just like offer to let us
Yeah, we
leave.
can leave.
So hear that, guys? Let's go.
Did you know
Let's
that was
leave.
an option?
Yeah.
Oh, just turn around.
There are too many people in the way, so I'm gonna go over and inspect the things on the table.
Go on the other side.
I was gonna go on the other side because, like, from here, I think I can get there. I can't see. There's too many minis.
So you can see that there are 4 intact bodies on these tables.
Of people? Or
No. There are some are were-rats. I think there's 2 were-rats and 1 wereboar and 1 werewolf. And where were you? Which side are you going to?
I was gonna go the opposite side of where Gaz is.
So
Let me check my spell slots real fast. I'm curious
you
about
can
things.
see on this table is the werewolf, and you can
the
see
werewolf?
a werewolf.
Oh, a werewolf? I was like,
It's
Okay,
like
what?
in and out of shift, and you can see in its chest is like the tip or the handle of a dagger.
I'm gonna pull. Can I pull the dagger out?
You pull the dagger out, and the body starts. And you see it muscles spasming, and you can see its jaw.
Is the dagger silver? Can I tell looking at it?
The dagger is silver.
This is mine
You leave the body there.
now. I'm gonna. I want it. Yeah, I'm gonna use Moonfire. I'm gonna use Moonfire on it, and then I'm just gonna kind of move it around to the other bodies so they all go back to being humans. I think since they're dead, that might work.
Well, they do die normal. When they die normally, they shift back to their original form.
So you're just gonna kill them? You're gonna kill all?
I mean,
You
you
just
just
gonna
proved
burn
that they're
them.
not dead. That's concerning.
That's true, but I don't know. I'm panicking now. This thing's having a seizure, and I don't know what to do. I don't want to give it the dagger back because I need this.
I don't want to
It's
use
a
it
dog! Put it down!
I cast Moonfire on the seizing. Honestly, the werewolf's probably the worst one to be running around. We'll talk to the other ones. I'm gonna Moonfire.
So,
I'm gonna Moonfire the werewolf.
It's not going to make a save. Moonfire illuminates it, and you see it maintaining its form. It just starts kind of smoldering as well as.
It it doesn't revert back.
Oh.
Aw.
Did you kill it though?
I look at you. I'm like, do you see this?
Very freaky.
Wait, do I have to? Do you want damage for it, or is it alive?
You're burning a corpse right now.
Okay. It's not changing.
What were they doing with these things?
Does the next one over also have a dagger in it?
Nope. Just this one.
Okay, well I got a silver dagger. I'm good.
Okay.
My
That's a
spiders
good-
will follow
Good
whoever's
turn
in front.
spent. It's gonna go to Varys.
I stand up.
Did I skip your turn last?
I don't know. I've been on the ground for a very long time.
I think I did.
How much does this silver
Gaz,
Huh?
I need two things from you. I need one of those potions.
Yeah, take it, brother.
I need you to look at this. As I'm pointing to a hole in my chest.
Yeah, I'll
Webber
start.
got me pretty hard.
I'll rifle
I believe
Through
you
my
caught the plague.
thing and prepare to give him a kit on my next turn.
Ah,
There's
so
the
that's
bottom
one.
number. Yeah. It's the one that, yeah, because all the other ones are all
Yeah. Oh, what was that?
So I gotta use my action to give those
Oh,
to you.
yeah,
I will
that's-
be right over there with one of these.
Alrighty, thank you. So, is it just what you get in the?
The way that Caleb's works are you rolled out +2.
Perfect. Is that back?
So, Valk, you hear. You can hear like more thundering footsteps.
Or like,
So it's more like a slap. Thump, 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 thump.
oh,
It's like
they
offset.
got a
Confused.
one leg's longer than the other kind of run.
Oh, great. Yeah, criminy.
And then it's gonna go to Uthal.
Can he see or hear anything coming down the hallway?
You can hear it. You can't see it yet. What is your dark vision?
Actually, I do not believe he does. No, he does not have dark vision.
Goliaths don't get it.
So yeah, you can hear it since you have been sitting here listening at the hallway. Listening and looking.
Again, he's still holding his action, ready for. Can you see anything about?
Not yet.
He's going to hold his action with the javelin ready as soon as he sees something.
Okay. You're just gonna keep it here.
Yep.
Okay. And it's gonna go there.
30, I'm assuming. Would that get me up to Val?
I think it gets you. Yeah, even. And this hall is 10 across, so you can
Are
stand.
you just going to go charging into it again? That didn't.
I think we'll pass the explosives, but and all the things that want to fuck me, but there's something else down there that needs cleaving. Because I'm right at where Valk's at, right?
Mm.
Is there any way that he can kind of do that same, like, you just get, like, within, like, I just, like, one more step in front of him?
Well, they're. I mean, you just like want to be
In front of Valk, yeah.
You want to be targeted first.
Right.
I think Valk would be fine with that.
Yeah, I assume. And then I will hold my action to dodge.
Okay.
And
Okay.
just kind of. No, I'm gonna hit it. My action. If this thing gets within, like, whatever, I'm swinging at it.
Gas.
Alright, I'm gonna go over to Varys. We're gonna kneel down. I'm gonna pull out my healer's kit. And how many hit dice do you have? 6, I assume?
Yeah.
Alright. So I'm gonna patch you up as my action for 15 points back. And while I'm doing this, can I make any sort of medicine check to see if there's anything strange about his wound?
Yes. Make a medicine check.
Yes. And that would be 24.
24.
on, give it
At first, it seems like a normal wound,
A
like
gash.
Yeah, it's like messy because it's not from a normal sword. It's like it happened from a tusk. But probing a little bit deeper into the wound, you can find actually a little fleck of tusk. And around the skin around the tusk was kind of like necrotizing. It was like dying and shifting a little bit.
Already?
Before we close this up, I gotta get in there, Varys. You have to hold still for me. And I reach into my medical bag and put my gloves on and I pull out some tweezers.
Oh shit.
Try not to scream.
With
I'm
ogre-like
And I'm
We'll
gonna
just
get in
crack
there
the
and see if I
spine
can
bit.
tweeze out the fragment that's stuck in him.
Accidentally
Okay,
removed
make
it.
another medicine check.
Nat one.
Please no. Oh, I just punctured your leg.
Oh no!
Close.
It's
A
a
little,
9.
little too close.
It's a 9. It is a fragment of tusk, so it was big enough to actually slide out. It's more like a big sliver.
I'm able to get it out.
Yes.
Gross.
Alright. Well,
Keep
that's
that as a
disgusting. We'll have to
souvenir.
keep an eye on that wound. Toss that away.
Okay.
You patched up.
You found it real quick, but the extraction was a little painful.
Hurt a little bit.
Yikes.
I imagine you like going in, you're like,
Oh, slipped out.
Yeah, it's like when you go to get blood drawn and they like stick the needle
Buggers
in,
in there.
and then they don't quite find it, so they just start digging around trying to find it.
oh, there it is. The 15 brought me exactly to what I needed for max.
Nice.
Oh.
I will glance behind me and notice everyone else is slow. So then I will continue to hold my action
Okay.
in case something comes down.
Don't worry, Phaedron's fast.
What are you guys so paranoid about?
We know there's something there. It's already yelling at us.
Can you three make Constitution saving throws?
Can we?
How
That's
are
a
they-
20.
How are they getting us?
24.
Oh.
50.
Okay. So 24, 15.
20.
So all three of you start to feel this like floating pressure from underneath you, but you're able to maintain your grip to the ground.
We're good. We're on the ground.
Have you never flown before?
I flew literally 5 minutes ago.
Oh.
It was not pleasant.
You meddling little mortals need to leave. Get out of our lair. Leave my children. I took them fair and square.
Wait, them?
I'm just gonna go to Falira.
I will begin to move into this hallway. I don't want to start down there yet. I want the damage dealers there first, but the spiders are gonna move up above. Who is that Theodred going down first? Yeah. They'll sit above Theodred. They'll back him up.
There's another one behind the.
Yeah, the other one's the purple dice.
Oh.
And then I'll move up just at the entrance to the hallway. I'm gonna let everyone get in first and then I'm gonna go.
So stand here.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's it for you?
Yep.
Varys.
Are we good here, guys? All ready to fight?
We're excellent. Let's not get left behind.
Alrighty.
I'm going to. Give me a second. Okay. I'm just gonna dash up to here and wait. Like everyone else. I'm going to push in front of Falcon, actually.
Literally.
Pushes him over.
Get him though.
I'm ready to fight.
Okay. So as soon as she comes, like, basically barreling out of the shadows, you get this weird sense of deja vu, but you're prepared for it.
Let's go, you old hag!
No
So,
more hugs.
who was all preparing? You.
Not me.
You.
I'm just.
Okay, so we'll go in order of where they are in the hallway.
Combo!
Am I able to use a channel divinity?
As a reaction?
Yeah.
What the hell? It bounced off my D20 and I was
What
about
does
to
the
land
channel
on
divinity
8,
do?
but then it rolled and hit that 20.
It's what gives me advantage on the creature for the next minute.
Does it take like a bonus action to use? So, yes. So you can use it on any
I
attack.
can use it whenever. I just have to declare a target.
Okay, so when you attack, you declare a target. I see.
That's pretty good. Oh, nope, I can't. Never mind. Bonus action.
Oh.
It says it.
So just your ready to action goes
Yep.
off?
Yep, just the raid. But it does still have my Searing Smite. So.
Oh no.
Oh, yes. Wait. That's 14 to hit.
That does not.
Alright.
That's
Nat
it.
20. There we go.
Okay, and you're firebolting?
Yep. Get him.
Basically.
Did you mark it? That's 7.
So 26 fire damage.
Kapow!
Uthal, you attempted to hit with an 11.
Yes.
So your javelin flies down the hallway and clink up. You can see it kind of disappear in the dark.
It's too dark and it's light a torch.
Deirdre. Or no.
It was coming at us.
Actually, it is Uthal's turn.
Okay, cool.
That was just going through the reactions.
Well, he's going to attempt to throw
Under
2
the javelin.
javelins this time. See if they either one of them get hit.
How many javelins do you have?
That will be the last, because that was 2 there. I'll have 1 left. Because that'll be 3 that I've thrown at this one, and then there's still 2 back there that I have not retrieved from the granny yet.
Okay.
And one of them is 15, 21, and the other one did not hit.
21.
And this is a silver, or not dagger, javelin. So we did 4, 12 damage.
You don't see the searing hot flame coming off my blade.
It works.
And I can't remember, does lighting a torch count as an action, or is that one of the free?
That would be
things?
That's an action.
That is an action, okay.
The lighting one would be.
Okay.
Putting one out is not.
Yeah.
That's it for you?
Yes.
Okay. Now it goes to Deirdre.
What's this thing look like?
And it looks very much like the sister that you saw earlier. The sister was heavy and misshapen on the right side. This sister is heavy and misshapen on the left side. And you can see that her face is a lot more normal than her sister's. Like, it seemed like the hagification also affected her sister.
Yes.
Scientific terms being thrown at you. Hagamorphosis, if you will.
Alright. You miserable hag. Feel my wrath! And I use my channel divinity and gain advantage on it for the next minute. I better roll 2 dice. That's a 25 to hit.
Yep.
So we got 15 points of just slashing. Then I have 4 points of fire.
Let's action surge.
Oh yeah.
It's all coming together.
I enjoy that meme quite a bit.
Natural 19, so that's a critical. And I'll expend your spell slot.
47 points of melee damage.
I don't even know what to say.
For me.
So this thing comes barreling in, and then you basically do the reverse of what you did to the other hag, from like the side out through the chest.
Oh, she's dead?
You killed her.
So I want to do like
You okay?
one is, and then yeah, just like come back around.
Alright, let's keep this moving.
Are you okay?
I'm actually showing you who I am. This is what greatness looks like.
And I continue down there.
Okay.
I don't know how
Inspiration for that.
But yeah.
That was text
Yeah.
pluck.
I can. I
Actually,
do with
I
that.
also think based on that, I think we should say Theodore won the competition.
We had a competition.
The competition our ongoing competition we've been having that we.
I'm
have
still
some
counting.
Whoa, yeah.
You're still counting? Yeah.
Stolen accounts as one.
As far as we're aware, it still does only count as 2.
Yes. They would
I
say
will move
good.
up. Keep my movement.
See.
I'll hold my sword out aloft with its flame trying to
That's cool.
light the way.
We're gonna walk forward.
Okay. That's it.
That's all I got. Yeah. Bonus action, 2 actions.
Sure, that's
Yeah.
fair enough. Yes.
I am out.
Guess Tino.
I am tapped as far as.
Alright. I'm gonna follow the group up into the hallway. So, probably in here, along with Uthal and Firira. And I'll have White Willow hovering over my shoulder, holding my green-lit cane aloft. Oh, it's clear here! Alright, I figured there'd be opposition. Let's keep moving.
You see half of a hag.
Who's that up there? What's that up there?
It's on fire.
Who?
There's a smoldering hag
Yes.
on fire.
Burst on fire about 10 seconds after he killed it.
Yeah, nobody really gets to make the save. They just
Yeah.
catch on fire.
I don't let him.
Very easy way to dispose of bodies, though.
Let's
Yeah,
move it,
well,
ladies
so
and
yeah, there's
gentlemen.
just multiple
And on my turn,
fires throughout.
Valk. You move up next to.
I'm actually right there. Cars just, knock me over. So I'll keep up with the Adrid right behind him.
Okay, you can see into this room beyond. So this and this is a standing torch stuck into the ground of the cavern. And so these walls look kind of manicured, not like nicely carved out or anything, but like the walls above this stuff is natural cavern. This is a pile of smoldering something.
Theodrid?
Is it a bonfire or something? You have no idea.
Smell.
You can smell a sickly sweet odor,
Gross.
and you can see those all these dots are posts, and they have manacles and chains hanging from them. And that's it for you, Val?
Still holding action.
Okay. He is moving. Okay.
Can you find me the stats?
So you hear booming through the cavern once more. You have taken both of my daughters from me.
Yeah, last one wasn't really a problem.
Giant crocodile would also work.
Goodness.
And just complete the silence from after that.
Only quiet, everyone. I think we got her on her toes.
Valera.
Can I hold my movement until everybody moves up? Because I still want to be in the back. But let all of our other people move up, and then I just follow them.
So immediately when the last person makes room, you're just gonna use your.
Just scooch in, yeah.
You're
But
okay.
the spiders, they're crazy, so they're gonna.
They're moving on in.
Yeah, they go in.
Skeeter.
Skeeter.
Do they have 40?
I think so, yeah. I think they're 40 movement speed.
Did you move them 40? Or did you move them 12?
They're gonna still stick next to this guy, because
Is that a good idea?
safety.
Just
They
build a
have
wall
30
and push
speed.
all the way through.
And
They're like
30,
probably at the entrance.
they have 30 feet of walk and 30 feet of climb.
But they're not climbing it. That makes
Nah, they're still on the ceiling. Because they were hanging when they were fighting the hags off like web, and then they went, and now they're still on the ceiling. Otherwise, I don't think there's room for them to be
Oh yeah.
in the hallway with us.
Okay. That for you?
Yep.
Barris?
Okay. I'm going to cast Expeditious Retreat. And I'm going to move up to there. And I'm going to cast Blade Ward.
Okay. So these you can see are
So, well, is that the case that we're doing the cantrip and?
Yeah, that's a cantrip and
So blade ward is.
Blade Ward's a cantrip, Expeditious Retreat's a first level.
Okay.
you can, and expeditious is a bonus action.
Yeah.
We'll leave that.
Yeah, I know it's the bonus, but that's like I know it's like
Yeah.
the first level. So.
Yeah.
So you can see that those are bunk beds, and you can see manacles on those as well.
Okay.
Some of them are occupied. Make a perception check.
15.
Okay. Near like these immediate three, you can see some figures like moving around in the bunk, and you can see a furry hand chained to the bed itself.
Okay. I will end my turn right there.
And it goes to Uthal.
Thought was going to retrieve the 2 javelins from the dead hag and move his full movement up to try and 30 feet, try and catch up with everybody else.
Okay, so you retrieve your 2 javelins.
Yeah.
Pull it up and then just behind everyone else.
And that would be it for
Okay, so it does continue further down.
Mm-hmm. But there is this opening room here. And you can see a decent amount of light spilling through.
But everything you said seems to be chained up in here.
Mm-hmm.
I will move. I'll kind of turn to the rest of them.
You guys check out this bush and make sure nothing's coming from the front. It's where the voice sounds like it's coming from.
And I'll move up.
30?
30, yeah. And I will.
How much does this get revealed? Is there a move up?
You have dark vision, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So which is 60? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can see the left side of the tunnel continue on, and then like it kind of disappears on the right. Further in.
I will hold my action to dodge.
Okay. And then it's gonna go to Gaz.
Alright. I'll move up 30, keeping directly behind Uthal. Keeping White Willow still with me.
Push
And I
me
think
up behind him
Yep.
now.
Prompt her.
You guys will just be right next to each other or something.
For my action, I'm going to cast another false life on myself. Take some holy water and dip it on my forehead and land it there. Give myself some buffer again.
Okay. Valk.
Valkyrie.
Well, Phaedra said he had it handled, and, well, I believe him after, wait and see. So I will
Sword speaks for itself.
move in.
Okay. So, now that you're
Apparently not.
fully in the room,
Hell,
this you can see is the cavern wall, but it looks abnormal. It looks
it does.
both colorful and bleak at the same time. Make an Arcana check.
Are the walls candy? Licks the wall.
You, that's what it went out to.
Acid.
Huh.
Man, that would have been a good roll.
That's an 11.
An 11. You can feel. What kind of magic is teleportation? Transmutation? Or conjuration? You can feel
Teleportation, that's...
conjuration, I believe.
I can check.
Sounds right.
I think it's conjuration.
So you can feel conjuration magic tingling the air, if that's truly what it is. And you can feel like a weakening of reality.
Check that.
Oh, good.
But
DM is right on the money. Conjuration.
Lars, keep
Yes.
distance from that far wall.
Immediately go to the wall.
There's magical disturbance.
you can see on either side, there's small little pylons or statuettes. They're similar to the ones when you knocked one over outside.
Oh, yeah.
It's got like it's a little obelisk. Or not obelisk.
Effigy.
Sure.
Yeah, 'cause you said
Monolith.
effigy, and I was like, fuck that.
Lars, you check the boats. I'll inspect the wall. Don't anybody turn there.
Okay.
The snakes are the best way.
I was like,
So just at the edge of your vision, you see one more hag. This one's smaller in a more diminutive form than the other two hags. You just cleave through.
using the right words, God. Keep tickling me.
So you see this blue skin hag, and you see like thick horns coming out the side of its head, and her hair is a little bit different. Her hair is pulled into braids, or dreads.
I was like,
Dreads.
this is a new
Dread.
Braided dreads. Dreads.
Omega
She's
dread.
the most
Yeah.
intimidating.
She's super hipster.
makes her
Into
even more
dreads, and then you can see dangling from each individual dread a set of knuckles, like bones. And she says, "Do you get out of my lair?" And sweeps her hand and make a charisma saving throw.
That's all right. Charisma.
Oh, wait.
It's not
Oh.
horrible.
I saw
It's
one.
not horrible. We're gonna go with a 12. A 12.
You are going to be banished
Oh
to
no!
a demi-plane.
Guys, that's the only way we've been able to kill hags!
Since they count as beasts.
Like, what did I just hear? Look back. David's gone. If I
So-
follow.
You vanish, and she kind of
He said he
steps
had
back
to
into the
go.
shadows. And that's where we'll take a break.
Wait a minute.
And we are back from the
You
break.
gave me the napkin.
Last we left off, Therdred just got vanished.
Take care of it, subject!
What was that? He said he had a hand.
Did my
He's
spider
probably-
see him
probably
disappear?
charged in
The
enemy.
red one?
I don't see him.
Did you what?
Was that a battle
Did the
cry?
red spider
guess.
see him disappear?
Was that a battle cry?
Yeah. You would have seen just him disappearing, not what he saw.
Okay. Spider's like, what the fuck?
The cold, emotionless.
I don't know what happened. I don't care.
That's odd.
That's bizarre.
It's up to you, Fleer.
Oh shit, okay. Well, since I don't hear any screaming yet, I assume it's safe, and I'm gonna walk back up and start looking in with everybody.
Two right here.
And then since my spider saw shit, he's gonna go down the hallway. Just the red one. The purple one could care less. These are how many foot squares?
10.
Let's see. 10, 20, 30, 40.
It only has 30, right?
It's 30.
Do they have 30?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just said that last round.
I'm sorry, that was like 30 minutes ago. My memory
That was
doesn't go
like-
back that far.
It just happened. What do you
10
mean?
seconds ago.
Just
There's no
materialize
such
this
thing as an
cookie.
intermission.
Yeah.
Detective Spider is on the case.
So he's moving down.
Just be a
the
little
hallway.
pipe and a hat up here on my spider.
Okay.
He has
That
a
for you?
magnifying glass in one of his hands.
Have him make an investigation check.
Using the spider's intelligence.
Ooh, that's an 18 plus or minus.
The spider sees an
Probably
empty
minus.
hallway.
Is an empty hallway?
Where did that guy go?
Look.
Spider's really concerned about you.
Yeah, Spider's baffled.
Spider's
I was
confused.
able to follow this guy. Now he's gone.
I better keep looking. Yeah, he's just gonna keep looking for you. That's
like,
his goal right now.
going like up and around the hallway.
Yeah, just like literally like going all around the room of where I was.
Lifting up little things.
What the heck? I could have sworn.
I swear
What
he
was
was
it? Alright, verse.
Okay. I will
This is now my favorite
Your
spider.
spider stooges.
be. I'm gonna keep my distance, kind of, just so nothing
Keep
can
your
touch
distance, you say, as you put your
me.
thingy on top of it.
But I'm going to start looking at these chained up beings in these beds.
There are more werebores, and you can you can see the same thing. You can see pinprick marks all over their arms, and even some on their neck.
Are they fully chained up?
Um,
Can they get out?
they all have at least one I mean, 1 arm apiece. So the other arm is free.
Okay. Well, that seems to be handled.
And none of them even seem to be awake.
Oh. Be quiet, Valk. And, I got nothing else to do, so I Blade Ward again. Just in case.
Is that a cantrip?
Yeah, handy. Do it whenever.
And you're looking at the cages here.
Yeah.
So in the big cages, the squares, those are actual kind of kennels. And they have like big iron bars, and those have 2 unchained people, and you can see they're both injured. The other 4 people hanging outside the posts are a mix of adult and children.
Are they heroin addicts as well? Can I tell?
No, the 4 that are chained outside, they seem kind of just battered and exhausted, but not like injured or drained of blood.
Alright, I'll just look over to Valk and tell him to get over here to inspect them
It's a
for
good thing we brought a doctor.
medicinal uses.
Hey, I don't know medicine, I know magic.
Same thing.
It's not.
It'll work. Just go and see if they're okay.
Just look at
I
it.
guarantee you probably have a better medicine check than me.
He is
I doubt
-5.
that. Very much. That's wisdom.
I don't think that's all I'll do.
Okay. So, Falira, you and your spider, actually everyone can hear this, but you hear it first and loudest.
Oh.
You hear a piercing wolf howl from inside the tunnel.
I bark back.
George, your voice.
Boof!
Actually,
Don't worry, guys. I got this. Comes out undead. Never mind.
There's
Never mind.
someone over there I know of.
Who could
Oh
It's
man.
so sad. I didn't bring this character to bring us evil.
I boofed at the wrong thing. I borked. I thought it was Doggo. Never mind, guys. I need help.
Detective Spider, run!
No, Detective Spider.
Oh no.
You,
Who's going?
he was my favorite.
he's not quite on top of him, so he did move and dash. But how far is your dark? Do you have dark vision?
I'm pretty sure I do. That's something I must consult the app for.
Are you a human?
No, I'm a
You
centaur.
probably do.
Are you human?
Never played a legit. Where's it say?
or Goliath.
Can you see all this? I mean, is the tunnel lit up very much at all?
So it's lit up to
Well,
like
actually, what stats do you use?
here, like right before her spider, and then like just about where you are from
And so
the.
he saw.
That's like a legit
oh.
race in the app now.
Did he see
Yeah.
Theodred
but
disappear?
They might be,
You saw, yeah, him like looking at something
may
and
not
then
actually have.
vanish.
Okay, well he's
I
just.
have wild shapes that
I know.
can have it,
I'm gonna
but
see
I
it.
guess I don't. My spiders do though.
Yeah.
Gaz and Ila,
Yeah.
I'm going to go down the farther, see what happened
what's
to
the battle
Theodred.
came
That apparently
What's the
Verus and
battle
Valk,
came out right
Valk have the other room.
Is
I'm
he
gonna
not
head
up
down
there
this
anymore?
corridor. I don't know. Theodred is gone. I'm going to go in to see what happened. He's going to move down as he goes by the creature. Does it count as a free action to pick up his
Yes.
javelins? Okay.
Yeah.
And he's going to move down, grab the rest of them, and move down the. His
Spend your
full
whole
movement,
action.
which is 30 feet.
Unless it was stuck.
Right here.
Okay,
Can
you
you see
could if you
anything
really
from
was
there?
like-
He has a torch.
Uh,
and with his shield.
You have your torch lit?
So that'd be like
Yeah, that was on
20 bright,
what I done.
20
a little
dim.
Yeah,
Further
you
back
can
there.
see the form of this. It takes up the whole hallway.
bit. Oh, I think we have some trouble again. The Wolfman is back, and he's gonna chuck a couple silver tip javelins at it.
Okay.
Is that wait? How far is that from him?
You'd be 40, 50 feet away from
40 feet. And he's up his full movement. He's still gonna try, but it would be at disadvantage because of the distance. Of course, the first one definitely misses, and this, both of them miss.
Okay. So he
not
just
anywhere
basically
near.
smacks one aside, and then the other one. Okay. And it goes to Theodred, and I believe you can actually make.
Not as if he's making concentration.
Get that disadvantage.
Like I said, it's not exactly the banishment spell. So make a charisma check.
Check.
Yes.
12.
Okay. Okay. Versus a 18. You remain in the prison demiplane.
Am I incapacitated or am I?
It's basically a nothingness. You can't.
But I'm like.
Yeah. Yeah. You can't tell if you're walking on anything or if you're floating.
I will hold my action for the moment that I pop out.
You used your action to try and get out. Takes the
Oh,
action
that's
to.
what that is? Oh, I
Yeah.
thought that was just like an instinctive. My natural charisma.
Yeah.
But okay, so I'll just baffle. Use my movement, kicking my legs. No ground!
Does he know how to swim?
Yes, but not like a champion swimmer.
He knows how to float.
Yeah, like it's like
Not very gracefully, but
yeah. Would he die if he fell into it? It's not Assassin's Creed. We're just like fucking dead.
Desynchronized.
Yeah. Well, it would be pretty heavy and heavy plate.
Gaz.
Oh, Lordy, I'm gonna. 20. I'll step up into the opening with Falira, and am I able to see the impending doom beyond the edge of Uthal's light?
Yes, with Uthal's torch, you can see him as well.
I grab my face much in this manner. I'm like, where's Theodred? We need Theodred here. And, oh man. It's time to bless some folks. I guess the ones who will have to take it are Falira, Uthal, and Valkyr, as I can see. I send streams of holy water up and to the air to each of you, blessing you for the next minute.
Yay.
I think it's a minute. So, extra d4 to those attack rolls, and a d4 to the saving throws.
Good, we thought we'll need that for one thing in particular.
Hit him hard until we can find our hard hitter.
did I hear my name?
Let's see. Unfortunately, you didn't get any blessing. You're beyond my 30 feet.
Ah, that's all good. I don't need a blessing to perform. I just need
Just
good
take that
dice.
spell slot off, and I'll end my turn right here.
Detective Spike. He is confused.
Right, so that was the next.
Yes, it is.
He's also giant.
What do you mean Theodred was gone? He had it handled. Go rack around the corner.
We have a large puppy to fight.
So big growling.
It must have eaten Theodred. Let's just hope he can burst from its
He
stomach.
was here.
What am I
then he
hearing over
wasn't.
there?
Oh, that was
Where he went.
anticlimactic. Firebolt. Nat 20. Because,
Okay.
of course.
It's like, oh. Man, you really suck, don't you?
15 fire damage.
Okay. It flares against his black fur. You see, he is wearing armor, and it actually is the same wolf that you guys fought.
Oh! Well, this is quite the reunion.
I knew that night guy should have come with us.
So none of you can actually see her. She's just there. And it's going to go to Flair. Actually, the banishment or the vanishing of Theodred ends at the top of this initiative. Or just after the mother.
Does he just poof on top of the werewolf?
He would be right in front of him.
Oh. Well, hello again.
Oh. Okay.
Then it goes to Flair.
Now I can moonbeam this guy. I'm gonna moonbeam. Well, he's still gonna take radiant damage.
Doesn't it? How big's the beam?
Well, it's a 5 by 40, but I think you can do it inside. It doesn't have restrictions. It'll just, I think, goes. It's not like.
It's not like the Call Thunder spell.
Yeah, it's not like my other one, Call Thunder, where I just can't do it inside. Because I've done it inside before.
No. Like, how big is the area?
Five
5 feet.
feet by 40 tall.
Okay.
So
You'll be fine.
Good.
I thought it was a bigger
So-
ring than that.
he has to make.
Yeah, just like
Pop back and
He's got to make a con save or take 2d10 radiant damage. Half on a failed save, so either way, he is taking damage.
Con save.
Yes. 15. Yeah. It's a lot to look it up. I think I also have the page number saved.
24.
So he takes. What is it?
hey, no late.
Yeah, so he takes 8. And he stays a werewolf.
Okay.
And then Detective Spider is gonna scuttle onto the ceiling and then come back down and try and bite him.
Okay.
On a face?
Yeah. Just gonna boop to Snoop. What is it? So plus 5 to hit.
Zipper right down.
17 plus 5 to hit. Think it does it, maybe?
17 plus 5, you said?
Yeah.
That's
Coolio. So then he has to make another con save. Let's see this.
20.
20? Okay. So he takes 10 piercing damage and then half of 9 poison damage. And then Spider goes back to the ceiling and just misses.
Okay, how much was the piercing damage?
7. Wait, no, it was 7 plus 3. So 10.
10.
And then
kill him all.
me and the purple spider are gonna scooch into this room. Just to, I don't know, have more space. And that's my turn.
Okay. It's gonna go to Varys.
Seems to be a predicament over here. Get out of my way. Oh. Firebolt. Oh. Okay. Not a nat 20. But that is 20 something to hit. I'm gonna assume that hits. 10 fire damage.
10 fire damage?
Yes.
Okay. And that was with your sword?
No, that was firebolt.
Oh, firebolt.
Yeah.
Okay. That's it for you. That's gonna go to the alpha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Theodred's going to die.
I mean, maybe. So 2 claw attacks first. A natural 1 and a 20 even.
That hits.
Okay.
Just barely.
You take 19 slashing damage. So that was 2 claws, and then there's one more bite attack. And that's a natural 19 to hit.
Natural 19, so it's higher than that.
And can you make a con save?
18.
Just pass. That's 9 piercing damage from the bite.
I think it was better when I was gone.
You okay, Theodred?
That's not how a king talks!
Kill him, Theodred.
Yeah, I'll be alright.
Prove your worth.
I'll be alright.
I mean, like, you cut down to it. You're just like, we need him to kill this guy for us. The one guy without a
You
silver
can do
weapon
it.
needs to kill the werewolf.
That's gonna do it for him. And
Oh,
we'll move
yeah.
to Uthal.
So he's going to move his full 30. I think how far is he away from him? 40.
Standing shoulder to shoulder.
And he is going to attack.
Oh, hey,
with
Uthal.
a javelin. Ooh, so 17, 18, 23, and 6. 23 and 18.
So to hit,
Yes.
those both hit, I believe.
Right.
Yes.
Those are both with silver tipped javelins.
Mm-hmm.
4, 6. 18 damage.
Okay. So you jab your javelin into its the side of its torso, and you pull it back, and it is healing way too quickly.
It's healing weight, not even what I thought what he was gonna say. I was like, Uthal, you got him. You got him. Nope.
So you saw like a burning as the silver went in, but as soon as it retracted, it.
Oh, this is not good.
No, I'm out of everything.
But it apparently did it still. Could you tell it do more damage than what it did
It
without
didn't look
the-
like it did any damage.
Didn't it? Ugh. Wonderful.
Theodred.
Look up at him, half beaten up. That's all you got.
Could all of us see that? The one over there? That it healed?
Yes.
Okay.
And I saw it heal.
Problem. A little bit.
That's it for what?
It is yours for sure.
But I think you can.
But you hit it with silver.
Actually,
Yeah.
it's the end of your turn, so
Yes.
he's going to use a legendary action
Oh!
to move through you guys.
I'm glad I got out of the doorway.
Valk, he's
you know?
right there. Valk.
So that, and he's going to use.
That's
so
quick.
That's what he's going to do for this turn, and then
Wait.
we'll go to
See,
thing.
He
think if
moved
each
through my
spider can
space.
hold
I
two,
can make a
I'll
opportunity
hold two.
attack.
Normally, you would be able to.
Normally,
Legendary
This guy just
action
be
right
like,
here.
he moved like super quick.
He
Unnatural
basically picture like him like running up the wall, like
Oh!
ripping into the stone itself, and then just like moving all the way around you.
I mentally like Detective Spider, fall back.
I
Theodred, I think there's something wrong with this silver on my weapon. It should be working.
Maybe it's
There's something
aluminum.
wrong with whatever
Maybe it's
that
not
is.
actually silver. Have you actually tested if it's silver or not?
Yeah, there was no guarantee that was gonna work right off the bat.
You just traded
It
a
was a
silver
total
sword to
guess.
Crazy Ed for some. It's tin.
It's like,
It's aluminum.
what is this?
I was told it was silver.
It should be.
I'm not saying he lied to you, but I don't know.
To be fair, I did pour 6 silver coins in, so there's some silver somewhere in one of our weapons.
Maybe we don't focus on the silver like I
Yes.
said.
Seems to be worthless.
So we tried decapitation.
What are you doing?
what he was doing? He just jumped. That's it.
Yeah, he jumped over and around you.
I have an idea.
So now I would have advantage
Can you
because
incapacitate?
he's
Like,
now
like-
facing the other way.
Anyway.
Sure.
He didn't abnormally get out of that.
Nope.
Alright, guys, I'm gonna try and swing at him. He won't see me.
So I need you to wrestle him to the ground for me.
15
I
does
have an
not.
idea.
Do I miss him?
No, you wouldn't even hit him. It basically.
I tried and just swing up with
Like with
my,
the knight.
my low health and just
Yeah. You clip into his armor, and then you feel like a bite of flesh. But when you look again, and it's already healed by the time your sword's past it.
I use 30 foot of movement and I head inside. It can't get worse.
You're going forward?
He's getting away from
Look,
danger.
this thing's gonna do whatever it wants.
You might as well let it.
I use my lay on hands for
Has anyone
healing.
tried
So you
giving
go
him-
towards this lady.
Has anyone tried giving him belly rubs?
Hannah.
You can't even see her.
Is your
there's
turn
nobody there.
My,
What else
my,
can I
my
see?
plan is to unshackle the greens.
What's your
Give me that
edge
silver
here?
dagger.
60 feet.
Come to
60
me
feet?
because I'm
No dark vision.
doing the greens.
Throw it at me. Actually, no. I can just use my bonus.
Roll to hit.
30
Yeah.
feet.
Let's see if I catch it.
The 19.
That pins, but let me see if I can catch it.
You can
That's
see beds
that one.
and
It
the
lands in
chair
my balls.
with stands next to it. Basically, 2 stands, and there's blood bags filling on either side of the bed or the chair there.
What the fuck is going on here?
And the chair is massive.
Like their size. Wait, he is there? The dude is there? I thought you said no one was there.
This person?
Yeah.
This person's occupying that space. You can't see them.
You're unaware.
It's really far.
It's like 60 feet.
It's 100.
You just feel really suspicious for some reason.
No, that's
Really suspicious. How suspicious?
Oh, yeah, take action. Yeah, never mind.
Pull it out of the sheet.
Okay. And you're that it for you?
Yeah.
Gaz.
Gaz's eyes are wide at the thing that was able to get by our damage dealers. Valera, figure out who's worth saving in that room, and I'm gonna march forward, step between Bars and Valk, and get within, I'm gonna say within 10 feet of the big baddie's face. I'm gonna say, you get the fuck back if you know what's good for you. Vito, Capone, help Daddy out. And I'm gonna summon my spiritual guardians.
Okay.
Do they call you
Daddy.
that?
They don't say much. So,
But when they do, they scream it.
Ugh.
dude, emerald gargoyles appear in a 15-foot zone around me. And their mouths are agape, and they emit a scream of necrotic energy in a 15-foot radius around me. He is caught within it. I designate all of my teammates and Detective Spider and his brother to be unaffected by this when they walk through. Regardless if he makes the save or not, any other creature's speed is halved while moving through here.
Okay.
And since he is now, when he starts his turn here, I think.
When you cast it and when he starts his turn.
So he takes some damage now. And
Does he have to make a save or not?
When the creature enters the area for the first time, or starts its turn. Okay, cool. So, yeah, wisdom save. Again, trying to beat a 15.
Okay, well he's going to use a legendary resistance on one of them.
Okay.
And then the other
Oh
one
man.
is a wisdom, you said?
Yeah.
18.
Okay, so he, oh, is his turn right after me?
No.
So he's only make one at the start of this.
I thought you summoned two. Two gargoyles.
No, I'm just saying that the gargoyles appear and they set up the zone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, between them is where the energy is.
I see.
So, on the start of his next turn, he'll have to make it again, but this time he only takes 3 points of necrotic damage.
Okay. So he actually takes 6 points of necrotic damage.
Nice. And then as a bonus action, White Willow will race and whistle forward and attempt to hit him with force damage. How does a 22 to hit?
Does it?
$11 points of force damage, crashing into its chest. Go on. Pow! And I'll end my turn, standing my ground right there.
Okay. Valk.
Okay.
Actually, sorry. Keep forgetting he has legendary actions.
right.
We
We didn't want to forget this.
Yeah.
So he's going to frenzy and
that word is just.
so he's going to
Yeah.
hit. You're not close enough. You were 10. You were 5, and you were 5. I believe.
Oh, he's just gonna be doing a spinning.
Oh God. See, you doubted my moving away plan. I'm still
He's gonna turn
alive.
around right as we finish getting ready
Not
to
for long.
jump on him.
Yeah.
So you get basically bitch slapped into next week with a natural 20.
Prohibition!
Oh, that's
Yes. Oh, nice.
So, like, the Shadow Claw, I soak up that critical
Dang.
damage.
Yes.
Whatever god that you do follow. Will let me know when that happens. Until then, you just have powers.
I'm tapping into the stream of
You
death.
take 11.
Don't know. I assume all.
Yeah, 11 piercing damage. Slashing damage, sorry.
11s.
That's nice, dude.
Yes. Yeah, better than better than alternative.
That does not come in handy until now. I'm happy.
Yes. Yes.
Right? Yeah. I'm just like, all right, well, you're dead. And next.
And then you are within range as well. So it's a even 20 hit.
Nothing about that.
Does anybody have a 20 or higher for AC?
I could if I didn't give that dumbass over there my
20
shield.
even? Okay, when you have your shield, right?
Yeah. we know the shield.
I have 18 at the moment without a shield.
You take 13 slashing damage.
It's not that bad.
Oh wait, was this a legendary
Yeah, it's
action?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but fuck.
Yeah.
I'm like, he's moving. Maybe he's in my zone. No.
No, he's doing it.
Sorry. Now go to Valk.
Okay. How tall is he?
He is a large creature.
So enough for me to lightning bolt up towards him, but not hit anyone else except him.
Yes.
Okay. I'd like.
Okay.
Don't hit Detective Spider.
Yes.
Detective Spider.
Is Detective Spider totally in the way?
He's on the ceiling.
Yeah, you probably would.
Detective Spider makes a dex save.
Just where he's at on the ceiling.
Do you want me to make it for him?
Sure.
Okay, plus what?
I mean, but
do they
like,
have saves?
you still have.
I mean, add whatever their dex is.
Yeah,
Plus
whatever-
3?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's a 9.
Ooh, fail.
Detective Spider, no!
Wait.
And
32 lightning damage.
You fucking killed Detective Spider.
He's a giant spider.
You killed Detective Spider.
And the alpha makes a 19 to save. So he takes
So
half that.
he takes it.
So 16?
Yep.
Detective Spider will remember that.
Just summon back.
And after that, I will drop my quarterstaff on the ground and pull off my
A
glove.
bitch.
We need a plan. Are we retreating or are we staying?
Kill him.
I'm gonna step like a couple feet, like 5 feet backwards to behind Gaz.
Varys. Or not Varys, sorry. Valkyrie, you can see her. And you see the same thing that. Because you still see invisibility on. She's in the ethereal plane. She looks like this. I think she's got a belt full. You see like 3 different colored bags on her. And she's hunching over, looking at you guys as you're battling.
He was like,
Everybody else.
And you can see she's giving out this weird, like, wispy effect. Kind of like the, when Frodo's puts on the ring.
I gotta change my name.
I mean, it's a very similar effect.
I just gotta.
Those are perfect there. It goes to Valera.
Me and not Detective Spider go over to the green things, and I'm gonna start.
You're like within 20 feet of the first green things. You're next to the smoldering thing.
Can I use my action to look around the room and try and find shackle keys or just any keys?
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check.
Investigation.
Well, I mean, yeah, that makes more sense. Investigation.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Look around the room.
Can it be a perception check?
No.
I have a 7 to that. It's 13.
So you see basically all that's in the room. It's pretty barren besides that. It doesn't look like they even supply food in this room.
Oh.
You can see that there's like, there's these 3 and then there's a couple more, but it looks like at one point or it has the capability of holding more than it does. So there are bunk beds, and there's only one person on each of these bunks.
Okay.
Person. Where thing.
Focusing on the green things right now. Can I do anything else on my turn, or can I guess if there's any chance that I can break the chains, or like look and see if
Heavy sleepers.
What are you even looking at?
the green people?
Yeah, you're a little bit far away. You can see that they're sturdy chains. Thick.
I
enough.
need a strong
I don't know.
I don't know who is chained up there. For what? For what?
Is that it for you?
Yeah. Help me look for people worth saving.
Varys?
I can't save them if they're chained.
Okay. What type of armor is he wearing?
What type of armor? It's like, kind of like a girdle.
I'm going to kind of shimmy in between over here and pull the silver short sword out of Valk's scabbard, and then proceed to come over here and try to impale it in the heart.
Okay.
You're no longer blessed.
I was never blessed.
Correct.
Yeah.
Glad we settled that.
It's a plus.
So that's over too.
Don't hit with that one. I'm done with my turn. I miss horribly.
Okay.
I'm guessing 12 doesn't hit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
15 didn't hit.
Yeah. I have bad rolls today.
Okay. It's going back to the Alpha's turn.
Alpha's got to make a wisdom save. Starting in my zone.
Bruh.
We're
Let's get out of here.
Wisdom.
That's a legendary action.
Oh. Right.
Does he negate those?
Yeah, he uses another of the resistance.
I was joking.
okay. So he only takes 7 points of necrotic damage.
So 14.
Oh.
You did 3. He took 6 last time.
So this one is you notice this one quite a bit more as your gargoyles really set out, and when you see him, it starts and then it kind of accelerates and spreads, and you see the wolf clench his teeth and let out.
He's working on you.
So 7, so 14.
Guess not. And lightning.
Yeah. If only I could do
Okay.
like
That
a
agree.
whole
Pretty
lightning storm.
He's more than blooded.
Outside. I can do something cool. I can't do it in here.
It's if you start and feel like a cornered rat looking back and forth.
Now he can do his thing.
So it's gonna make a claw attack and 2 bite attack, or 2 attacks, 1 bite, 1 claw. So first a claw attack on you, which I am unsure. That's 15 to hit.
No, does not hit.
Okay, so you're ready to this one.
Yes.
He does like hit the shield and clang you against the wall. Kind of rattles you a little bit, but you're fine.
I have something for you.
So a 20 to hit with claws, and a I don't think it's 14 with the bite. You take 18 slashing damage.
I'm fine.
Okay. And gonna do it for him. So it goes to Uthal.
Uthal is going to. What is he? Is he wearing? You said he's wearing some armor and.
It's like armor scraps. It's like pieces of like leather armor from different like sets of leather armor, kind of sewn onto.
Even toward the bottom part of his body, also.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he's still going to try and take his torch and see if he can't jam it somewhere into the armor. If he can get it up in a certain area. And
light
then
him on fire.
Yes. And then would he be at get advantage since he's attacking from behind or?
Yes.
Okay. Well, actually, we'll try.
You can kind of put some solid rolls.
First attack. Ooh, so 16.
16 to hit.
Yes.
That is the armor class you're shooting for.
Yes. And what flames do or?
So just use a club and then add a D4 for the fire.
Club's
Like-
what
Correct.
It's a D4. It's a D4.
That was a D6.
Oh, yeah, I thought a club was higher than that.
I used it the
I'd
other
say
day.
do a D6. Just do a
Do it. D6.
And then a
D6.
D6 for the
Everybody's like,
fire.
D6, D6, D6. No, it's D4.
It's a fire stick.
Ooh, 6,
It's a good
seven,
fire stick.
7 damage
Well made.
for that one.
7 fire damage.
Yes.
Okay.
And then for the second attack with the javelin, I do not believe. No, that was 15.
Mm-mm.
That does not. Did the javelin, or not javelin, but did the torch happen to stick anywhere into his?
Make a dexterity check.
14.
14. You're trying to like jab it into
jab
the
it into where
belt.
it can- yeah, or something where it's gonna latch on and still keep burning.
So you slip it in and like you score his flesh and his fur, and you burn away some of it,
yeah,
and damage him. But you're not able to get it stuck in anywhere,
no,
and that does it for you.
yep.
Just a Theodred.
See this. I
This
Like-
setup.
see this setup. Turn back around, and I see everybody in Thal like trying to get in there. You look at my flame blade. This is the last turn. Let's go. And I will charge my 30 feet
Back.
and do like a leaping
Okay.
at advantage. Rocking a 24.
That will do it. Is there any magical damage in there?
Magical? I mean, it's magical fire.
So it does fire damage?
Yeah, because my blade is still.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
So keep rolling it.
Well, it's.
It'll only be whatever the magic.
Yeah, so 13 points of melee, which I'm sure is coming back. And 3 points of fire.
3 points of fire.
Yeah.
Okay. So 15 is nothing, but you feel like, and yet, but you see the flame of your blade like burning away parts of its flesh and hair. You see that was 3.
Yes.
Nice.
Mammoth eyes on the brink.
And that's gonna be about.
Okay. This thing is going to frenzy
Oh.
again.
Oh, yay.
So
Like another
you
legend. How-
two,
He's just like popping these things up.
you get them at the start of your turn. The creature's turn.
How many does he have? I mean, like, tell me. Holy fuck.
Legendary.
So
Legendary.
He's gone once.
So you two and
With you?
there's
Not
you.
you.
Oh, okay.
He tunnels through into the
I'm in a
room.
different
Yeah,
room.
just burst through the cable.
I'm all shielding my other spider, like, don't take him too.
No, I
Coming for everyone.
I'm not doing anything. I might as well just tank.
Natural 20 on you.
Prohibition!
How many of those do you
He gets one more.
I got one more.
Dude, you could have 4 of them?
Yeah.
a day.
It's on my
That's
wisdom
super
map.
good.
Yeah.
As long as he's within 30 feet.
Don't.
Just gonna stop getting excited about natural 20s. I'm like, nice. Whatever, man.
They don't retrieve. What do you
And then a 19 to hit on you.
That's it.
Does not hit.
19 does not.
Yeah.
That's still a 2d6.
Block it.
You gotta.
I don't know if I can respond yet, so he hasn't dealt damage.
Oh,
Okay. 10 slashing damage.
You see,
That could have been worse.
Oh no!
yeah, I'm out.
Okay.
This
And
time
then-
you can't get up.
One more on Ferris, which is a 19 to hit.
Yeah, barely.
11 slashing damage. That's alright.
I'm fine.
That was the end of your turn, so it goes to Gaz.
You clearly don't know what's good for you. And I am going to death harvest his soul. I coax his essence out from his body, exposing it for termination. Make the next big one count. And then I point my cane at Theodred's fallen form. Spare this one. And I bonus action spare the dying on him at 30 feet.
Okay,
So I don't have to make death saving throws.
that is cool.
And I'll have my turn there, keeping his soul exposed.
Is that an actual spell, or is that just flavor?
That's another channel divinity.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
So
So
I got
20
2 of those a day.
Yeah.
alright.
You basically get the next attack
Yes.
has advantage.
Nice.
No, the next attack will
Is a crit.
Vulnerable.
is a crit.
Yeah,
It makes him vulnerable. He's
Yeah.
vulnerable to it.
Yeah.
So that is for you. It goes to Valk.
Deep damage. Deep damage.
How's the werewolf?
Kill him.
Now,
It is crispy. It's got lots of lacerations on it.
Fireball. We'll be okay.
You've already taken the spider.
Touch him. Poke him. Do it, Valk. Touch him now! Just do it! I'm dying!
I walk through the hag that is in front of me that no one else can see.
Okay.
It's spirits.
Do you make eye contact with him?
Just do it the whole way.
I go up and attempt to grab its wrists as I attempt to inflict wounds.
Con save?
Nope, just to roll the hits.
Oh, right. Forgot about
Just the
inflict wounds.
hits. It's a 19 to hit.
Very nice. Yes, that hits.
So it does double dice?
No, it will do double of what you roll.
Okay.
Oh, so
And inflict wounds is necrotic.
It's all
Motherfucker.
Okay, so that's 13 necrotic damage.
So 26. And I'm just going to say 52. So it had 25, and then you cast inflict wounds, and then it just starts like, you see it vibrating, and then from the inside, it kind of just like a blender effect, and then it just kind of falls apart from the middle out.
That bit of soul that I exposed floats and gets absorbed by my cane. It's a freebie for me. Thank you, Val.
The hag's next to you.
Capone Vito!
Yeah, wait.
So technically, when she entered our space, she should have been making some saves, but I didn't know she was there.
She's on the ethereal plane.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, guys is just confused. Like there should be somebody screaming in pain over here.
Over here. Okay.
I tell him that as I'm putting my glove back on.
I'm not gonna put me up. I'm not allowed.
So you see her look at you, kind of give like this creepy, evil smile, and then she hobbles off rapidly.
She's escaping. Down the
Doc, go kill her.
She's on a different plane.
Well, don't kill her. You can't plane shift.
No.
Damn it.
Well, very temporarily. But no.
Okay.
Very
And
temporary.
you
Plane
guys-
shift to kill her.
You guys are out of initiative on this.
Someone heal me. And that one.
Hold on, I'm gonna rush over to Theodred
Fucking dying.
and I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on Theodred. 15. Boom. You did good.
Valera.
You did have him.
I
We got him.
requested cure wounds, please. Valera. Valera.
What is?
Here's your
You
sword
need to
back.
come to me because I'm not.
I'm on my way.
I'm doing important things.
Yeah.
How hurt are you? Is this
I'm
a?
on almost a sixth of my HP.
I
Max 52. I have
You're gonna
10.
get a second slot because I need my third slot to
I
get horses.
also have a spell for this.
But how-
Everyone gathered together.
Okay, how long do we have? It's 10 minutes, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Bring it
everyone
over
stand
here.
watch. He's gonna heal us all.
Bring it over here
Are
because
you guys
I'm
all
kicking doors.
gathering in here?
Maybe we
Yes,
should gather near Philip.
Yes.
we need a
that-
defensive
I'm not
position.
hurt.
good.
If you guys want to gather somewhere
Yes,
else,
I like.
Can we all stand within the 15
Everyone
feet
gather
space?
near Valk.
Drag
Everyone
my
guard
sword.
Valk.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die.
I'll hold up. Yeah, in front.
Yeah.
Do whatever
So
you're gonna
I
do.
will cast Prayer of Healing at the 3rd level on everyone but myself because I'm at full HP. So everyone regains 19 HP.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Valera, might I request to cure wounds as well?
okay.
That was way too close.
8 plus 7.
All right, I'm looking
Thank
pretty
you.
good now,
Thank you,
guys.
Vera. Put me back up.
I told you I wouldn't let you die.
I start kicking things.
Vetus,
Yeah.
do you know how to check to ensure that the silver we have in the weapons is actually silver? It did not seem to do that.
I pull out my sword. I'm gonna check to see if it's actually silver. I'm going to do a little bit of scrapes.
Me?
I'm gonna make my best assumption. Pull out a silver coin and like,
Make a straight intelligence check.
Well, you used
It's
my
naval.
short sword, didn't you? That came from the knight.
yeah, but I have my long sword as well. So that'd be 18.
18? Seems like it.
Crappy silver, turns out.
It's not good stuff.
It's not the good stuff. It's not elvish silver.
Oh, alright. I'm gonna walk over to the wall over here and just me, Vito, and Capone are gonna inspect what these are on the wall.
They on the cage wall?
Yeah.
So inside the 2 cages on the left, they're not that tall. They're like just shorter than you. The people in there can't stand up, and you see them. Both of them are unchained inside there, and you can see once you pass both of them, you can see bite wounds on their arms.
And these ones chained up on the outside.
Battered and exhausted, but otherwise unwounded.
Are these children or are these just people?
It's a mix of children and adults.
I say we take them all home.
None of them are conscious.
We take them all
We need
home.
to clear out this place first.
Warn
I'm
the
trained on
people.
magic, so I've got. Well, I have a very finite amount of healing left.
I'll tend to these people. I'll work on getting them unchained. We'll see about those ones in the cage. They gave me a bad feeling.
Sorry, I'm kind of coming back from it. There's more further in from where I got. There's more people and blood bags, and it continues on.
Somebody should go check that out. See, 3 of us stay, 3 of us go.
I'll go in deeper. Also, everyone in this room avoid that wall. There's something not right about it.
I'm gonna go in deeper as well.
I'll
I
go
shall
too.
as well.
Why not?
Oh.
I don't-
So Valera, Valk, Varus, and
Who thought you coming? Are you
I
staying?
don't know. I think maybe I would have stayed with Gaz. If it seems like if everyone else is going to the other room.
thank you, Uthal. I'll need your strength.
Are your minis to scale?
These guys?
Yeah, you would be the strongest.
So you.
It's just overall, like, capacity
Four.
strength. Yeah.
I'm going to summon my familiar back to basically just go over there and yeah, pretty much right there and just start looking for shit.
Are you just having to explore the cave?
Not fully, but in front of us, yeah, quite a bit. Because I don't want to go too far and die.
You guys are so paranoid for.
Because bad news are here.
This is like a makeshift pen here. It's also all stone. There's no hay or anything. And in the middle of the pen is a black, it's like onyx statue of a horse. And it's on fire.
I pick it up.
You walk into the pen
Yes.
and you pick up the burning statue.
Does it burn me?
Yes.
It's
I'm
on
just making
fire.
sure that's what you want to do.
Yes.
Yes, you get burned for 3 fire, or yeah, 3 fire damage.
Why would you touch that?
Are you able to hold
Clear
on to
what?
it?
It scalds you to the touch.
That seemed really dumb.
Do I see a river over there?
Make a perception check. Are you? Yeah, I'll just reveal all of it.
It's a 13 plus 7. I don't feel like it.
Oh, I know she's with nature, but like,
So immediately
Actually, I
in
have
the
control fire.
the pen, you see this trough, and it's a plain wooden trough, but it's filled with like caked blood.
Just to put the fire out. Just
Oh,
dunk.
you have to pick it up first.
Oh, I wasn't
you
picking
just,
it up?
You just got.
I thought I was
Touch
still
it.
holding it.
No, you didn't grab it.
I mean, if you want to, you can pick it up.
I mean,
go for it.
Like, it's
still
like
not
trying to
suited.
disconnect a stove while it's like on. You're like,
You're like, yeah.
Yeah,
Those
how
trays
freaking
inside the
lineage
stove
is
you're
it?
supposed to put stuff on, you're grabbing them while it's at max heat.
Okay.
On
You
this
don't even know if it's bolted down or not.
On-
You're just like, ow!
on this table, you can see a basket of hearts. It's a small basket, though.
That's fun.
So there's blood bags, baskets full of hearts, and a flaming horse statue.
Oh, right. And on the outside of the pen is a scribbling in Infernal, I believe. If anyone can read that.
Nope.
Yeah.
Magnar can.
No.
I don't spell for that.
Not in the slightest.
Okay. So it says something.
Probably not important.
Well, I'm going to pull out the piece of paper and start trying to sketch into the piece of paper parchment as well as I can of what it says.
Oh, you're trying to make a note, an impression,
Yeah.
or an
So I can.
what's the term?
Fine.
Rubbing. That's the term.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Get to rubbing.
You're able to make a decent enough interpretation of the
Okay.
I
script.
should probably.
You should, but doesn't matter. Yeah. Okay.
What is the rest? What is everyone doing?
I'll kind of continue on
Yeah, okay. We're all going.
You have no choice. An invisible hand is
Well,
pushing you
the
forward.
Gosh!
Val gets pushed into the stream.
So now that you're closer, you can see there's a cauldron on the other side of this big whirling pool. And the pool flows this way rapidly. It's not quite like a whitewater, but it's very swift. And then you can see like classic like
it flows out.
ooh,
from
yeah,
it,
yeah.
not
There's a
towards it.
there's a crack. Yeah, the water flows this way down into the mountain. There's a crack in this cauldron, and it's basically been spilling out into this whirling pool. And you see streaks of like lime, translucent green oil, basically slipping through the rapids.
No one go into the water.
Roger that.
Can I light it on fire?
I move forward. Up
Same,
to
samesies.
whatever's up ahead in the corner.
That's right.
That's right.
Move
Yeah,
us
right.
as a group.
So
I'll go to why not?
you can see there's like a makeshift like wooden bridge. It's basically like pieces of logs stacked across this small creek.
Walk across it.
Sheath, yeah. The old blade.
Same.
And you guys are
Yeah, I'm head over too.
okay. You guys are like once you're passing here, they look like beds. They're huge. They're like big piles of rocks. Like gravel's basically punched and shaped into comfortable beds.
Mm.
And you can see like
Interesting.
some like detritus and effects of like unfinished plates of weird, gross things. Mud pies, bugs, good stuff.
Well, what's this over here in the corner?
You, from this bowl here, you hear the voice of your own mother. And it kind of draws you towards it, and you can follow willingly, but you are going to make a save out of the way. Okay. So, you guys know in Harry Potter the pensieve, it's the memory disc in Dumbledore's office. It's literally that.
That's
We
fine.
can- let's
Nice.
just all agree on that. Okay.
Make your face.
I know what I'm looking at. I mean, I don't.
So you see like flicks of memories from the hag's life just going through. And you see like flicks of like demonic beings and devils and weird alien-like creatures, as well as just humans flicking by, and like some of the deals that she's seen. And you actually eventually stick your head in, and the memory that you come across is your like the ending conversation of your mother begging for your life. And there's the perspective that you're looking at is the hags, and then there's another hag in the room, and your mother is next to a chest in the room, and it's basically a furnished small cavern, as the cavern is from your memory as a child. The other hag is dressed in like white silks and like weird colored belts that cover her, and she has iron teeth, and she says, "The deal's been made and your payment is accepted, and goodbye." And your mother basically gets the chest behind her opens up from the top, and it's a mimic, and it opens up from the side and eats your mother. And the memory ends there.
Just flip the bowl over.
I was going to inspect that. Are you okay? Adrid?
Is there a box around?
Is there a box? There's a table just filled with junk and like magic bits and bobs. There's her bed right here, the hag's bed.
The hag from that, the one with the iron teeth.
No, she's not the one that you. That's an entirely different hag. Oh, sorry. The night hag.
From earlier.
Yeah, she would have addressed the other hag in the vision. Baba Yaga, she calls her.
I'm going to inspect all the bits and bobs on that table, looking for anything that could be of use.
Are you doing the same?
Yes.
Then both of you make investigation checks. And you're having a breakdown?
Yeah, I'm just furiously, just kind of like rummaging through all that shit. So, like, not looking for anything of treasure or value, anything that looks familiar. Yeah.
16.
12. 16 and a 12. Okay. So you both come over here, and there's quite a few different things right next to one another. You guys see two necklace stands, and one has a simple chain with small rubies on each chain, and then the other necklace stand has a thick. It's not an hourglass, but it kind of has the same shape, like and it's basically a solid kind of gold ornament.
Should we inspect these for any magic?
Yeah, collect anything that seems interesting.
Okay.
I'll inspect it later.
I'll grab both of them and put them in my pack.
Okay.
Can I go and inspect the blue sun?
So that is a teleportation circle. You, I think, would have seen it at the island where you guys started out on. There's magic runes inscribed into the earth itself, as well as into the wall.
Huh. It's not active or anything.
You got the 15?
I had the 16, he had the 12.
Okay. So you see some. There's not really any intact books, besides 2 of them. There's one that seems to be the Hags book. It's like on a podium, and it's like got the most candles around it. The scrawling's all over the place. And then there's another book.
Well, I will grab both of them and start skimming through them.
So the Hags book is written in a couple different languages.
I know a couple different languages.
The very beginning, the foreword, is written in Common.
Okay, I know that.
The majority is written in Abyssal.
Don't know that.
And there are bits of Infernal and Primordial.
And a
Then we
primordial.
grab those.
Okay.
I'll have you grab that.
And then there's like real small but sloppily written footnotes on the side, written in giant.
Don't know any of those except common.
What was the last one?
Giant.
Oh, I know giant.
Hey,
I would assume you know giant.
we can read a little bit of the book.
Alrighty.
This is the Hags book.
Yep.
Yeah.
Put that in my pack.
Why are you keeping all these? You should not be keeping all those.
You told me to hold on to anything useful.
Well, yeah.
What do you mean? Now look at the other book.
This book is called Fae of the Moonshine. 2 sides of the same coin.
Open it up.
Are you actually gonna read it or skim through it?
I'm
Or
gonna read the first page, and I'm gonna see if it's a story or if it's like what type of book is it? I'll read like the first few.
It's a historical or informational book.
Okay. Is there like a table of contents or of any sort?
Yeah. It briefly it says Chapter 1, Tunnels of Dwarvenholm. Chapter 2, Winterglen and the Citadel Umbra. Chapter 3, Carador. Don't applaud me yet. Sorry, Chapter 3, Chapter 4, Sacred Grove of the Earth Mother.
Okay. I'll just skim through it and see if there's anything like if there's any. Let's see.
Read this.
Can I tell what language it's in? Like
It's written in common.
in common. Okay. I will skim through it and see if there's any notes or anything like if it's been modified like from its original state
So
whatsoever.
you're flipping through, and then like almost near the middle, a page opens and it's got another page, but it's not from the same book. This is actually like a first printing. It's a really nice edition.
Yeah.
The page that you flip to is like crusted and ancient.
I'll be very delicate and I'll start reading that page.
It's a spell scroll.
Of
It's a spell scroll of.
Appraising it.
There is writing that you can read. It's a vampiric touch spell, and it's a 5th level.
Damn.
Oh.
So that's
Doesn't
Painful spell.
that right there.
the writing that you see on it is enjoy magic in its art and power, and the signature says Mellifluor.
She'll talk these later.
So you're pocketing everything that is on this.
I'll just throw everything in my pack because Val told me to. So
Can I inspect the cauldron? Try to guess what's in it? Because I really want to kick it.
Not yet.
I really just
That's
want
a
to
really bad
I
idea.
really want to donkey kick it, like so badly.
Ours, you have a spare vial, correct?
And can I donkey kick it?
yes, I do.
You do.
Ayo has it at the moment, but here you go.
It's coming from the
I
cauldron.
actually have 2.
Mhm.
Here's 2.
I'm gonna kick it.
I'm gonna take a sample from the cauldron.
Okay.
With the empty vial.
Take a second one just in case.
You were able to slip and get a little bit of the slimy green oil.
Now
I kick it.
Okay, the cauldron. Boom. Just go tumbling in.
I feel satisfied.
Good old donkey cake.
Do I find anything? Any clues?
As you're pacing back and forth, you actually see flickering on the memory disk another image.
Yeah, I kind of rush back over.
You see the form of
It's
your
it's
mother.
Like a little bit of puddle left in the bowl, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're not able to plunge your entire face into it, but you can see your mother, and she's kind of drifting, and like the image shifts a little bit, and she's like suspended in a tube.
Mom! Mom!
Daedrid,
The image,
are you okay?
The image fades.
Do you need me to kick that too?
he already flipped it over.
I can kick
I
it.
look. Is there any details around the two?
The image has already faded.
I don't know what those evil hags are up to. But I don't know if they have my mom. But we need to find her. Somehow.
So yeah, you were the closest actually, so you make the perception check.
Me?
Yes.
18.
So you kick the cauldron, you go boom, and then you're looking at the ripple, and you're like, that was satisfying. And then you hear just the rush of water down from inside the river itself.
Okay. Guys, we might wanna skedaddle. Or brace for impact, one of the two. I start to flip the flop back.
Set the bowl down. But like, is something like? I guess I'm like,
What's going on, Flair?
Do you hear water?
To your ears.
Yeah, I'm kind of just like. I think I hear things. I think the water's coming back.
Water's coming back.
I feel we should at least be on the other side of the pool.
We should get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you are a druid, right?
Yeah.
Okay, in tune with the natural side of things.
Yeah.
So you hear. Don't just sit there, point finger. But you hear in your mind alone.
Get out, abomination! You have occupied my temple long enough.
Okay, guys, yeah, we need to go. Things are telling me to leave. Let's go. Things are literally telling me to leave. Let's go. I'm like grabbing those two by like the hoods of their cloaks and just kind of gesturing for you. Yelling down the cave, guys, we need to leave!
it's kind of like give a couple more looks back at the
At the table and the.
bowl. Is there anything else that pops up? I'm kind of half-ass dragging behind, like looking at it for like one more.
Things are telling me the temple needs to be vacated.
You can see on the table
I'm speed walking.
glass orb, and it has a bunch of blue lines swirling through it. That's all you see.
There's a glass orb.
Grab it.
Not on the pensive bowl, but on the table itself. But there's nothing going on with the bowl. You spilled the majority of the water.
I'll run up and grab it.
Okay.
And that was the mistake. Got you.
I'm yelling down, hoping it echoes for the rest of you guys to hear that we need to leave.
Speaking of leaving gas,
So you guys are trying to free everyone?
so if you want to handle freeing people, I want to give everybody a medical check. Mainly these 4 on the outside. I'll be looking them over for bite marks and injuries, and applying a healer's kit to each.
So you want me to check?
So if
to
you
try and release them
if you're
before you
applying
check
a-
or after you check?
Do it after I check.
Okay.
So
Just wanted to make sure.
I'll check one, heal if it's good, leave it to Uthal, and move on to the next.
Okay. So if you're applying healer's kits, I won't make you roll to look them over. While you're patching them up, you are looking for bite wounds, and you can see it's mostly just like bruises and like abrasions and contusions. Nothing dramatic or.
I think we can bring these ones.
Okay. He's gonna try and start popping. Is there any way, like, how are they? Are they like into the walls or something? Or the
So it's basically like a tetherball pole, and it's like a big thick ring, and the chains are put around that ring.
Oh, he's just gonna try and pop the ring completely off then.
Okay, so you're trying to bend the ring up.
Yeah.
Make a strength check.
15.
Okay. So you're like trying to like even put your like feet back up against the pole, and you're pulling against the ring, and it's holding fast.
Good.
Any luck there?
Maybe I might have to try a different tact here. What about the pole that they're attached to?
It's embedded pretty far into the ground. Like it's steady. It's not wobbly.
What about the chain itself? That's as you said, the chains are attached to the ring around the pole.
Yeah.
What about? Well, then maybe just on each
So
one of the
the-
chains, just try and snap.
So the ring
chains off.
sits around the pole, and it looks like you could slip the ring off of the pole, but the people would be standing in more, and they're like laying down. So the people attached to the ring would have to go up with it as well.
What about just pulling the chain from the ring? Would that probably be easier? Each individual
Just-
one from the ring, trying to snap them.
It'd probably be just as difficult as separating the big ring itself.
Come on, Uthal, let's use our heads here. I'll lift, and you try to get that ring up and over.
Let's try it.
So, I guess I'll be like putting people over my shoulder as best I can, and then just like hoisting them up by their lower halves as high up as I can.
With your ogre-like strength.
Ogre-like strength.
Make a strength check with advantage.
Both of us, or just me
Just
lifting?
Advantage. 17 with that one, and that one isn't as good. It's 9, 12 with that one. So 17 with the highest one.
Okay, so you're able to get 2 of the sets of these guys off.
Hand them over to Mr. Not to take the spider.
And I will give you guys 2 more checks before flooding starts happening.
That's what's happening.
Actually, oh, you said with advantage?
Yes.
Okay.
That one definitely did not do anything. So, 10.
God doesn't want us to do anymore.
And then the first one.
I mean, you guys were perfectly fine. The Earth Mother, however.
Shit, nothing on the.
She's
it's not
happy
moving.
with unholy magics being
what'd
kicked
you
into
get?
her
Nothing.
temples.
A 2 and a 1.
Oh!
So he's not getting anywhere with them.
Hey, did you forget to stretch or something before you came here, Uthal? Come on!
So what was your highest?
The What was it, a 7?
Yeah, so you're not able to get even the next one undone. And you guys at this point would be.
I am also making my way over to that room because we never actually checked it.
Can we hear them?
Just went through it.
You're just running straight.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk past.
As we kind of go by, oh,
Guys, we need to go! What? Kind of running.
Guys, some help in here! What?
Alright! And I run over. What do you need help with?
We gotta lift these said steps off the poles.
Huh? 18!
It hits, but the iron.
I think you were going with the check to help lift, or
Yeah,
what?
Lift. I was lifting.
Oh, okay, 18.
Worst comes to worst, we cut their hands off.
Can I hit it?
It's either that or they drown.
Yeah, if you're lifting, just.
If it's to hit, it's 20.
What? If you're hitting a chain, 20 does hit.
So.
So this one is freed.
You know what? That sounds like a good idea. Is there still one left?
Yeah, there's one pull
He's
left.
gonna take his hammer and frickin' try and smash the frickin' ring.
Okay. Go for it.
The damage also on that one?
I feel we should save the
Yeah.
ones in cages.
No, there
Drowning
you go.
is
That's,
not a good
The chain is prone.
20,
I would say that.
23 then.
Yeah, that hits.
Can I run
Pop it, I
over?
gotta go.
Yeah,
Okay.
you would cleave through it.
I'll immediately just put over my shoulder.
They should
And
have done
then-
that. I should have. Thank you. Should have done that in the first place.
I'll fireman carry this.
Were you doing this the whole time?
Can I run over to the,
We
door
gotta
of
go.
one of the cages and start kicking where like the lock would be?
The cage one.
Yeah.
Filler, you recognize any of these kids as kin?
I didn't. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. I don't know.
Are
Do
there?
I?
Or is it just a bunch of kids?
So the one in the cage that you're looking at right now is Ken.
All right. What do I roll?
To break it,
Yes.
do you have a hoe attack?
Hey,
I mean,
do. It's
then-
only a D4, but
That may be enough.
I rolled a nat 20. So 2 D4s.
Donkey kick!
Yeah, no, you don't even roll. The door doesn't. You're.
I hand the kid to Mr. Spider and I tell Mr. Spider to run, and then I go to the other door. Mr. Spider's holding my
What's the rush anyway?
The
It's
whole
flooded.
cavern. Yeah. What did you say?
There are
talk
voices
about
in my
voice.
head. I kicked the other door for a 17.
No. Cling.
How many more times can I kick it before we die?
Here, like this, Valera.
Come on, what's taking forever?
22.
How much
Okay.
water is there? Because I can turn into sea creatures.
You need damage?
Not from you.
I'm thinking giant gator.
So the gate lock immediately breaks as you cleave into it.
I look at these things as we're leaving. What do I see?
They're afflicted, Valyria. There's nothing we can do for them.
Were-rats and were-boars.
Just because I feel bad for things drowning, can I moonfire them?
Yes.
Drop the
Moonfire?
hammer on them.
Yeah, I don't like drowning. Freaks me out. I
Rock,
think
what
it's
are you doing?
a bad way to
I need
go.
to check something. I walk
So-
up to the
I
wall.
thought you said don't touch it.
Coming up the
Jumps
hallway,
right in.
is there like now water, like a thin veil of
Uh,
water on the floor as I'm
You
stepping out
can
into
you
the
can
hall?
definitely hear it, but you can't see it yet.
Okay, that's a good sign. Come on, somebody, everybody grab somebody!
Got
What have I got to
two
do to
kids or
mercy
one
kill?
adult.
So there's 5 total. Alright, yes,
Mr.
6.
Spider's
So
holding
Uthal
one.
can definitely carry a
I can
couple,
hold a
more than a
kid.
couple.
There are like 3 on you, one each arm and one on your shoulders.
Alright, so you're carrying, or the spider's carrying one.
I
and
got
you-
one.
And you're carrying?
Yeah.
So you have 2.
I got one.
You have one,
Carry a kid.
2. Who else has a child?
Uthal could carry a couple of them actually.
Oh yeah, you can
Yes.
use a large. So you
As a center, I can carry twice my body weight.
You would grab. Well, are
I
they
could probably
conscious?
carry all of them, honestly.
No. Okay. Yeah, he's just gonna fling him over the top of his, kind of over the top of his backpack then.
Can I do like a search of this room real quick?
Yeah. I mean,
Just looking out for anything.
this room?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I'm just trying to.
So besides the bodies that you saw earlier, there was a silver dagger in the one that she. And that thing is still twitching, by the way. The lycanthrope is.
Gross.
I'm pulling a silver arrow and stab it right in its heart.
It.
Okay. Finally.
Had to make that stop.
It was irritating.
Yeah. That's pretty much it.
There's like gritty, gross, like surgical instruments. Think like
Hand
Torture
saw.
tools.
yeah, like literally.
Shears. God.
You jest, but they're hags. They don't care.
Pretty much. All right. Yeah, I'll just make my way back over here and see how everyone's doing. I really missed
Pass it
that.
by. Hey, we're grabbing bodies. We're going.
Is there any more?
I don't think so. I think everybody grabbed somebody.
Where's Valak?
Actually, he walked back in there. I don't know what his deal is.
Go see
I'm
what
gonna-
he's doing.
I'll meet you guys outside.
What's he doing?
We thought it was leaving to do.
His walls
see,
back.
so-
No shit. You gonna take it with us?
If it's possible.
Stick your head.
Aren't there like totems?
I'm gonna. Me and
those.
Mr.
You're-
Spider are gonna
you're
start
also
trotting out.
on
Yeah,
Don't have any magical capabilities.
I'm like, so right as I get to the.
So yeah,
I'm like, I
group
turn
is
back.
evacing.
Alright, with the kid.
Is
What's the holdup? Let's go!
Is it like a wall
like-
of water, or is it just slowly
We'll
getting
catch
a
up.
little bit bigger?
We'll be right there. Don't worry.
It's
And I-
it's rising pretty rapidly. Imagine this, like, is 3 feet of water,
Oh,
and this back here is probably like 10 feet.
I go, let's
How
go,
long do we think we
Flira.
have?
yep.
And
Until
Mr. Spider, go
Sounds like
to.
you should make a check.
Yeah. So I'm going to inspect
He's
the
holding
wall.
the kid in his front two
Perception.
arms above his head.
Yeah, just like 6 other legs.
Yep.
11 for survival.
Survival.
Or is it just like
You
it's on
have
his abdomen?
like
No, he's
like
like holding
2
him up.
rounds before.
Like even
before it
higher.
comes.
Okay.
So that's a 15 to look at the wall.
A 15 to was it Arcana?
Arcana would be 17.
17. So you can see that it looks the color is shifting itself, but the cavern doesn't really change very much. When you see black right across it, the stone becomes angry and jagged and black and white and phase shifted or color shifted, I guess. And then when the Fae crosses it, the wall becomes vibrant. It's kind of got like a mirror rainbow color. It's like if you were inside that cave, it would probably look beautiful. And it like now that you're close to it, you can see that there's a ground in front of it. So if you stepped into this, you'd probably be looking back at whatever dimension you were looking into at the time.
So it is some sort of portal.
It's a rift. It doesn't look like a natural formation. It seems like the 2 pylons on the side are more containing it rather than powering it or controlling it.
What should we do? I'll probably catch up with the others. I have a rough idea of what it is now.
Okay. Let's go.
So I'm going to dash and Misty Step to catch up to that wall.
I'll do the same. But I'll double dash because I can do that still.
So you
That's-
what's the
that's gotta be
hold
pretty
up?
good.
Alright.
I just can't.
Well,
wait
let's
till I
move
can cast
it!
like 4 times,
Continue.
which will be next level.
Okay. So everyone make an athletics check. Or acrobatics, depending on what
Natural 20.
Yeah.
Nat-
It's a net 1.
Okay.
tell Mr. Spider to grab him too.
I twist my ankle.
It's a 19.
19 also.
Spits a leg, starts.
Just drags
Okay,
you.
okay. So 19, 19, that 20,
97.
19, 7. Okay, enough people succeeded, and they succeeded well enough. You basically, like, once the water, like, reaches you, you, like, lose your footing immediately. And then you guys all, like, lose sight of Gaz as he flips into the water.
Oh.
But you see, does your cap have a feather in it?
Sure.
Or you see the edge of a feather or the cap of Gaz, and you're like able to like fish him out.
Like, get back up.
So you basically fall to the back as you get shifted around by the
Able
water.
to hold on to my guy.
Yeah.
Mr. Spider goes on the ceiling with the kid.
Is he still holding him like up so he's in the middle of the room?
Yes. His holding hasn't changed.
Yeah, he's like dangling as the spider.
Yeah, this
He's got the nicest ride.
he's got like a gyro.
Right.
Protected within the.
I knew these spiders would come in handy.
I can't believe they survived the whole time.
Right, well,
Well,
Detective Spider died.
forever in our
Friendly
memories.
fire. As we're running by, I'm going to pull out my silver
Yeah,
arrow.
he didn't get hit otherwise.
Not letting
So-
that go to waste.
So in the while you
That's horrific.
Just keep going.
The water.
Yeah, the water
Okay, you
cools
guys-
the soul.
make it outside.
Divos!
I'm going to.
Divos!
I'm gonna pick up this guy. Is he still there?
Well, he's conscious.
He's gone.
He's gone, as expected.
What?
Gaz, didn't you bring him out here?
I did. He offered to come out and look. Divos!
Wait, did you say there was a hag?
He ran out this way. It escaped.
God damn it.
What if we took him?
Probably, actually. We should find him.
That gross old hag sent me to another plane of existence. I'm
How-
sure she could do all kinds of things.
Divos is gonna have to suffer for the time being. We need to get back to town.
How long has it been since the hag ran out, as I'm asking about?
About 10 minutes.
Okay. I'm going to send my eagle out to
Recon.
recon and help find him.
It's on an ethereal plane. He could only see it.
Devos isn't, though.
Can he see it in the ethereal plane?
Yeah, we don't
Devos
have
isn't
him.
in the ethereal isn't in the ethereal plane.
Maybe.
But if he is,
He's gone. That's what we know.
yeah,
But he could still be in the prime material plane.
exactly. That's what I'm trying to see.
If he didn't get snatched.
You could be on the prime material plane. That's what my familiar's looking for.
Exactly.
If he's on this plane of
If
existence.
he's not,
Can
then
I
we'll just
use
go to a different
my-
plane.
Survival skills to look
Don't
at
come
where
back until you find him. Okay, boss.
it's never seen
That's how
again.
you sign
Great.
Can I use my survival skills to check the spot where he said he left him and just see if there's any like if he was sitting
Signs of
here, if he like was dragged, if
Is
he
my shield
walked,
still there?
if two things walked.
I gave him my shield.
Your shield's not
God damn it. He stole
there. Make
my
a survival
shield.
check.
That's why I'm looking for him. Because he took my shield.
14.
14. You can see that there are signs of a struggle. You can see that he was like leaning up against the wall of the cavern here, and you see like his like scratch marks at his feet.
No tracks leading away, they just poof.
Yes.
Nah, he's gone, guys.
Hey, he fought for his boy. His boy is safe.
We should have left him at home.
My shield's gone.
He chose to come.
Canuto
We
makes
healed
some
him
checks
when he died.
around too, see if he can determine anything else. This is his favored.
And now we have a
terrain.
rare child.
Sure.
We don't know that yet.
Mr. Spider holding a dangly kid with a bite in his arm. Like,
16.
So you can see other tracks leading up to the spot that she's looking for. So they kind of appear next to him. The struggle happens, and then there's no more tracks after that.
I also noticed there was tracks leading up to our friend, but nothing leaves. They both are gone.
Mystery we'll have to save for another time. Let's get back to the Killian's Keep.
Sounds good to me.
It's been a day.
And while we're about to head back, I'm going to pull out the book and go to that one page where I found the spell scroll and see if I see anything. So that I have the see invisibility.
Oh, now that you have the spell on?
Yeah.
So the script looks all the same that you have, even with the spell on.
While we're walking home, can I inspect?
I'm gonna pull up the other
I
books
think I've
and
got
hand
the
them to you.
kid in my.
We're gonna do that.
I
when we
think
get
I'm the
there.
one carrying the kid. Can
You
I
still have your
look at his
spell.
bite mark?
Look at them.
But you said that he had a bite mark.
Yes.
Can I inspect it while we're walking?
It looks gangrenous. It looks not quite poisoned, but diseased.
I hold him
Unhealthy fish.
backwards. I'm like, meh.
Is it?
You're the doctor.
Somebody take this. Yeah. Take my person.
Look at these, Valk.
This is the one we came here to save.
Just give
You know, I've
two
never
books.
seen the full stages of a lycanthrope
Hags won't be
injured
better.
before, but I'll give it my best shot. Am I able to make a medicine check to tell if this kid's got something to worry about?
Aside from
Yes.
gangrene.
Yeah, it's not one boss.
It looks painful. It looks like a big bad bite wound. And I assume you guys are making your way back to the town.
Yeah.
Okay.
We might just have to assume the worst for there.
And it's like past midnight now, dark out. The
Like
woods
camp.
the woods seem normal. They don't have the same effect that they were having on your way in. You see still like the odd shrine with the stones, but all the bones are gone.
How long do you think before we get back? Should we risk traveling in the dark?
We have a lot
Laura
of bodies with
seems
us.
chill for
I
right
would
now.
assume we shouldn't be engaged in combat with 7 people or 6 or whatever. That are
So we set a defensive
And I
camp.
don't know about you,
Yes.
but I cannot see too well in the dark with no light.
I'm gonna use, before we take a rest, I'm gonna use my last cure wounds on the kid I'm holding.
Okay. He becomes more hale and hearty, and his breathing becomes better.
16 points of health?
That's weirdly cocked, like right in the middle of my map. Like perfectly right on the end. He regains consciousness.
Hey!
His eyes flutter open, but he still grabs his injured arm. Where am I? And he like feels both of his hands for the manacles. I mean, he didn't have manacles because he was in the cage. He still checks.
Yeah.
Habit.
Yeah. So yes, where he is, and you're like, I don't know.
Safe, kid. We're gonna make camp.
Camp?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't like the one being held by Mr. Spider.
Okay. So I think that is where we'll leave episode 8. You guys taking camp on your way back.